Kids toothpaste. Give your smiles protection that lasts. Grab yours today from a store near you. This advert is FDA approved.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich, creamy goodness of caramel coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's caramel coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's caramel coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became number one. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
When the bills are mega.
When the plans are mega.
When the pressure is mega.
When the need is mega.
Then you need a mega answer. That answer is Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loan. Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loans promo is available to new and existing salaried workers, existing loan subscribers, including top-up customers and pensioners. Get support for personal needs, family priorities, school fees, home improvement, business support, and more. Enjoy big loans, low rates with a quick and straightforward process designed to help you move without delay. Visit any Societe Generale Ghana branch today or call 030-2214-314. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Welcome back. It's 6:18 a.m. You're live on the Super Morning Show. The big man is here. Odadia George Rafi is here.
That's right. Yeah.
Odadia, it's been a minute. Where have you been?
I've been around. And,
You've not been around.
God is taking care of his children.
Jaisa, you can't borrow that from the Maulid. You can't borrow God is taking care of.
God is taking good care of us. We've been around and the grace is sufficient.
Just tell us where you've been.
Oh,
you've been traveling around. Just tell us and the experiences you've had. You went to the IMF thing, you brought us reports. Just tell us the projections, how we should all prepare for the rest of the year. George, guys are...
Oh, let's say IMF are there, you don't need to travel. Everybody I think on the bit about the IMF, they are quite optimistic. I mean, they are in town for the final review. The strong indications that will pass this review. If you do a one-on-one engagement with them, they themselves are surprised about how we have progressed on this program in terms of the targets and all those things. But for some analysts outside, their fear is about when we exit this particular program and not, are we still going to see that much fiscal discipline, even though the argument is that the laws have been there, they worked on all those things. Are we going to see that fiscal discipline being sustained? There are some who are also worried about the fact that what will happen again if, there are some external shocks. Is the economy that robust as we speak right now in terms of those real structural reforms? We are under a 17th IMF program. I believe that was said when we concluded that 16th or 15th or 14th fund program.
So we should also be optimistic.
Well, they say that the student lies in the pudding. We can be optimistic, but I believe that person was optimistic when we concluded that 14th fund program, when we ended that 16th fund program. And that is where the fears
I've been seeing a lot being written about the BOG financials. The majority are spoken. I've already seen commentators sharing their opinions on some of the information that has been made public already. What can you tell us about the BOG 2025
Well,
report?
it's interesting. You had the majority in Parliament holding a press conference yesterday to talk about, some numbers. As at that time, or even earlier in the day, we also picked up information that before, that was yesterday, the board had approved the account. It has been sent to the finance minister to sign off those documents for it to be released. There were news that it will be released. It will come. It will come today. It appears that it was released last night, but it's off the website again. Interesting, But if you want to go with what the majority was saying, a little over 15 billion in terms of the loss, and so Kojo, you have also been going through the numbers based on what was released last night.
Last night, I was chatting with Evans Mensah, and so I slept beyond 1 o'clock. In fact, let me look at when I told him I was going to sleep, and he was just laughing at me. I sent him a message at 12:37 a.m. and I said, "Boss, I come bed. Good night, chief." And he said, "Sharp, get some rest." Now, there is this thing I do that when I'm anticipating anything coming up, I set a Google alert for it, right? And there are certain trends I follow, which I set Google alerts for. I started doing that when I was running my entertainment website, totalshowbiz.com, right? So people like Yvonne Nelson, Shatawale, Sako DS, I set Google alerts on them so that if I'm a Deborah or any other person publishes a story I don't have, I'm sent a message. So I set a Google alert for the BOG financials. And around midnight, after I was chatting with Evans Mensah, it popped up on their website. So I opened it and I downloaded it. But this morning, as we were talking, I asked you off air whether you had the details, and he said it's yet to be published. But I told you that it's been published, and you checked and it's not there. I also checked on my website, the BOG website, and but I'd opened it already, and so I have it in my cache, and I've also downloaded it. So I've shared with you. Maybe some corrections have to be done. Maybe it's not ready to be released. But what I saw online last night is what I've downloaded and shared with you.
So if you go through the financials again, it confirms what the majority in Parliament actually announced yesterday. If you look at the loss, operating loss, because this is not a commercial bank, you're looking at somewhere around 15.6 billion Ghana cedis compared to that 9.4 billion Ghana cedis recorded in 2024. So indeed, what the majority put out yesterday was accurate, that the Bank of Ghana, based on what is their audited financials, they made a loss of 15.6 billion Ghana cedis.
More on that coming on the Joy Business Report, but let me remind you that the 6 a.m. news is brought to you by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. And the Joy Business Report is brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. But before we go for the Joy Business Report, we bring you the trumpet. Who are you giving the trumpet to
today? We are trying to celebrate every worker out there, wherever you find yourselves. I think the Ghanaian workers are magicians. If you look at some of the working conditions, the salary levels and all the rest, but a lot of workers out there are very committed to their work and they are doing their best. So for those who are also owning these businesses, try and show some more love to these workers in terms of their working conditions. Sometimes it's not just about the salary, but it's also about improving the conditions for them to be able to deliver their best as workers. So on this day, we want to celebrate,
give the trumpet
to
every
Ghanaian
worker
out there. You're doing your best, and we look forward to ensure that, or maybe look forward to, if the reward is not on earth here. So the trumpet goes to
all Ghanaian workers.
Trumpet. And good morning and welcome to the Workers' Day edition of the Joy Business Report. Coming up, fuel prices set to go down from today, with diesel projected to witness more than 6% drop per litre, despite crude prices are actually going up. That is going down on the international market. Initiatives aimed at cushioning consumers. Bank of Ghana posts a loss of 15.6 billion Ghana cedis based on its published audited financial results for last year. We'll be getting you some details on it in our business journal this month. We highlight how youth initiatives are driving recent changes in the country's agricultural sector. My name is George Yafe. Let's now settle for the details. Oil marketing companies will from today start reducing prices of petroleum products at the pumps. Now, this is in line with industry data projecting a marginal reduction in some of the products. We have details in the following Business Desk report.
Data from the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies showed that petrol could go down by under 1% per litre. Diesel will witness one of the biggest drops in recent times, and it's projected to be reduced by almost 7% and could result in a litre going for 15 cedis 87 pesos. LPG, on the other hand, may witness up to 10.41% rise per kilogram, despite overall lower international price. The Chamber on their Outlook report had stated that this is due to delays in resolving the current tender arrangement. The downward movement of prices is largely due to lower international market prices for the window and the existing joint government industry intervention to cushion consumers. Despite the Ghana cedi depreciating over the past 2 weeks, developments on the international market were very strong to dampen its impact on palm prices.
And that is a Business Desk report. Now, Bank of Ghana has reported an operational loss of 15.6 billion Ghana cedis for last year, compared to that 9.4 billion Ghana cedis in 2024. Now, this is based on this published, that is a financial for 2025. But the Bank of Ghana has maintained that this spike in its loss as a result of a lot of things that it did over the past 1 year to try and stabilize the economy. One can talk about the fact that they had to do a lot of mopping to try and keep inflation at some low level, as well as stabilize the Ghana cedi. Meanwhile, economist and finance professor at Cape Coast Business School, Professor Seram Karo, says the loss was expected, looking at what the Bank of Ghana has done over the past 1 year.
Should we be so much worried? I think no. We can only give more chance to the bank because the gold reserves are going up. Our foreign reserves are also growing up. These are monies that are in the economy. If the Bank of Ghana slip a bit, our economy will crumble. And for that matter, it's not a way for us to get so much worried. The bank will still come up. In the past, they've made losses, but they still run. They have negative equity, which means that the amount they owe is more than their capital on their books. But they still run, and they are still running.
And that is economist and finance professor at the Cape Coast Business School, Professor Seram Karo. Now, Chief Executive of Delex Finance, Joe Jackson, has maintained that Ghana's economy is still not that resilient to withstand an external shocks despite the recent gains. Mr. Jackson was particularly worried about the country's faith if it completes this current IMF program in August this year. He spoke on Joy Business's Economic Roundtable program.
What worries me post-IMF is not so much the discipline, but external shocks and external pressures. You see, our stability is still fragile. The worry we should have is that an external shock sends everything into a tailspin. And an external shock could be a bad weather. It could be what we have, this current Middle East war going for another 6 months.
And that is Chief Executive of Delex Finance, Joe Jackson. Now, Finance Minister Dr. Akoto Boateng is urging public officials to lead in encouraging more persons and businesses to file their tax returns. Now, this is coming after the minister and his deputy took the lead to file their annual tax returns. Now, speaking to journalists after the action, the minister noted that it is critical for everyone to appreciate the impact of these tax payments to helping develop the economy.
Today, myself and my deputy decided to file our taxes together and to show to the world that we are not only asking others to pay their taxes, but we are also involved in the process of paying taxes and also filing our taxes. The action demonstrates a shared commitment to voluntary tax compliance and good governance. Paying taxes is a civic duty and a cornerstone of the nation's development. Public officials, professionals, businesses, and citizens are equal before the tax laws, and all of us must comply. Nobody is above the tax law. Leading by example helps strengthen public trust in national institutions.
And that is the Minister of Finance, Dr. Akoto Boateng. Now, Multimedia is back at it again. Now, this morning, it is joining hands with the Greater Accra poultry farmers to organize that special egg sales market. Now, patrons will have the opportunity to buy a crate of egg at a very competitive price. Some are saying that it's going for as low as 40 Ghana cedis. Head of Sales and Marketing at Multimedia Group, David Maxfuga, says individuals can access egg and other poultry products at some reduced prices.
And we are doing this at the forecourts or at the car park of Joy FM. Joy FM, in collaboration with the Greater Accra Poultry Farmers Association, is making it possible to buy eggs at unbeatable prices. On the average, a crate of eggs costs about 70. We have arranged with the Poultry Farmers to ensure that the average price tomorrow will be 40 cedis per crate. And so this is unbeatable. And it is to celebrate and to say thank you to the hard-working Ghanaians. And so it was just a day event starting 6 a.m. and closing at 6 p.m.
The trucks are already there and the farmers are getting ready for you to get those very good eggs, fresh eggs out there. Now, for decades, Ghana's agricultural sector has been weighed down by persistent challenges threatening food security and growth. But now a new wave of young innovators are bringing fresh ideas and bold solutions to transform the narrative. In today's Business, my colleague Helena Kai gives us a peep into this youth initiative driving change in Ghana's agricultural sector.
Today's event is the first of it.
Youthman in agriculture is going to help us to fight against hunger. Youthman.
Agriculture remains central to Ghana's economy, but long-standing challenges from climate risk to limited access to finance continue to threaten food security. The country's reliance on imports further underscores the need for transformation. Now, a new wave of young innovators are stepping in to bridge these gaps. Derek Awome, founder of Agricom Assurance, is using agricultural insurance to protect farmers from climate shocks with plans to scale support to smallholder farmers across Ghana and beyond.
In 2024, 8 out of 16 regions in Ghana was badly hit with drought. And then we lost a collective revenue of about $2 billion USD to this situation. And this is a problem not only special to Ghana alone, but across Africa. With the rising of climate change, this is a very dear problem that needs to be solved, and that's what we are working at. At Agricom Assurance, we leverage on cutting-edge technology such as satellite intelligence, geospatial mapping, predictive and agentic AI to provide data-driven agricultural insurance to smallholder farmers.
Gerald Kusi Ajay of VetLink Agritech is leveraging technology to connect farmers to essential services while positioning agriculture as a solution to unemployment.
Farmers mostly know about 1 or 2 vets in their district, and if they reach out to these farmers, these vets, and they do not get access, it becomes hard for them to look after their sick animals. There are veterinary graduates coming into the system who are not yet employed by the government, regardless of their employment status, whether they are employed by government or they are not employed yet. Every vet within the farmers district gets an SMS alert on their phone, and the available vet then dials the short code again and accepts the request and goes over to deliver the service. The Nkokon Kitinkiti project, which raises the need for farmers to access quality veterinary services, not the ones that they are used to, which are the quack vets So what we do is that using USSD shortcode, farmers can reach multiple vets instantly on their phone. They won't have to call multiple people just to access veterinary services.
Winfred Cotton, founder of Eagle Innovation, says growing youth interest in agri-tech signals a positive shift toward a more modern and productive sector.
We have regular technologies like tractors, farming tools, but when it comes to using information technology to manage farms as a business, to manage the value chains we have, that hasn't seen a lot of opportunities. So we are actually quite excited. Ghana, being a strong country in terms of agriculture, can continue to grow in that space and increase our foreign currency earnings and exports.
Despite the challenges, these efforts highlight a gradual but promising transformation in Ghana's agricultural space. For today's Business Journal, I am Helen Nakai Ai.
In agriculture.
Of course, indeed, some innovation in the agricultural sector. Let's do some commodity news. Crude oil went down marginally, is selling this morning at $111.30 a barrel. That is, gold is also doing well on the international market, trading at $4,610. That is an ounce. Cocoa is trading at $3,569. That is a ton. To the currency, the dollar this morning is going for 11 Ghana cedis, 30 pesos. That's the rate some of the major commercial banks are offering to their clients. The euro is going for 13 Ghana cedis, 21 pesos. The British pound is trading at 15 Ghana cedis, 25 pesos. The forex bureaus, on the other hand, are selling a dollar at 11 Ghana cedis, 75 pesos. But we understand some of the oil marketing companies have started reducing prices at the pumps in line with the industry data or what has been projected. Gold has taken the lead, selling a litre of petrol that is at 13 Ghana cedis, 25 pesos. Diesel is going for 15 Ghana cedis, 66 pesos per litre. And it appears that they are going with the price floor that was announced by the National Petroleum Authority, that is last week. So they have commenced their reduction in prices of the various petroleum products. And that's all for the May Day edition of the Joy Business Report. And with my boss here, Mr. Akoto Boateng, as he's in his casuals celebrating the Workers' Day.
Other day.
So
this is actually my formal outfit.
Yo, Mate.
This is what my
this
stylist
cannot be described as a casual.
No. This is what my stylist recommended for me, and so it's an outfit from Republic of Africa, Ghana. Yes, I've got this in 8 different colors.
I see.
So for every day of the week, I should be able to wear this up and down, and it's quite. I love the fact that SMEs in Ghana, like where Ghana, keep growing, keep innovating. So instead of buying suits and stuff from Turkey and China.
Oh, but they are suits that are made in Ghana. I think that sometimes the argument that
my favorite suit guy left his job and bugged to Germany.
You know the old folks, or even he's still in business. You can talk about the likes of the Kwashi tailors and all the rest. The
other thing is also the heat.
Yeah.
Okay, it gets too hot, and for the things I do, once I leave the comfort of the studio and I'm driving and walking around the city, I need something that actually can make me feel at ease, right, and not in discomfort. So I struggle these days to wear leather shoes. Because post the studio, if I wear the leather shoes, I feel a lot of heat around my feet, and then it makes my head ache. So I'd rather wear something easy. It's all the dynamics of the environment we are in, and my purchasing decisions support Ghanaian SMEs. Yes.
So could you, the farmers, some of the poultry farmers are already in.
Yes.
So you can come to the car park of Joy FM or Multimedia and grab your crate of egg. It's going for as low as 40 Ghana cedis. So that is happening. And also, it appears that indeed what the majority said about the financials of the Bank of Ghana is accurate, and that they did post a loss of 15 points.
But were you expecting the majority to say something about the Bank of Ghana to be inaccurate?
No, I'm not saying that.
Let's have our inspirational song. We'll come back to this. And our inspirational song this morning is from Black Sherif. I listened to his interview last night on Personality Profile with Kofi Hayford. And I've always admired and respected Black Sherif.
Very deep.
But after listening to him last night, I was in awe. This is the kind of black excellence that I aspire my children to grow to be. If you're a creative, Black Sherif is a standard. And this is the kind of excellence I aspire for all our creatives. He's fun, he's deep, and he appreciates his craft. So this is Smoby from Black Sherif, the boy from Konongo Zongo.
Slowing down on the marijuana, baby. Spending time training my mental. Softly make I take it to the right place. K-boy, someone you denda. You can't testify, no be easy. No be who say, he say, she say. When you I say I need some healing. I be up, how much and I'm screaming, Father, Father. My demons still there after me, oh. Principalities sponsor what I do. Make I know the best, make a coolie body, oh. Was me cash a man, ya in me musu, oh. La cash out kinds of me, oh. I know who I'm before. They won't anyone to do too. Be more me, be more me. Sumo be mammy, sumo be mammy. I need some help. Come my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool. Be more me, be more me. Sumo be mammy, sumo be mammy. I need some help. Come my head on fire, my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool. Of late I've been needing racks, salute to my margin in a mullah. Naturally, na mamuna. When shall the wicked die? Na me to me respect. Minya yesum operations. Na me to me party. Go to denim sound. Mr. Shebras is not way. Me age is a fine wine. Me age is a fine wine. Me go to denim sound. Mr. Shebras not in way. Me age is a fine wine. Me age is a fine wine. To be more me. I need some help. For my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool. Obi more me, obi more me. Sumo obi mammy, sumo obi mammy. I need some help. For my head on fire, can't cool. My head on fire, can't cool.
Music from Black Sherif, Suma Obi. Na I need some help. May you find the help you are looking for today, and may it come just as you want it, or even better. That's my prayer for you today. It's 6:43. You are live on the Super Morning Show. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng. Abrante Kojo Akoto Boateng, and I'm here with Odadia George Riafe. And it's time for the news review. Today, the people, the newspapers didn't come, but we'll still have the review.
We all work on holidays, but
Yes.
there's a day that I try to do some small reflection. And that's Workers' Day. Workers' Day,
You hold on. You can reflect on that later. But let's have the Drive Safe campaign, which is brought to you by Joy News and the multimedia group supported by Toyota Superior Quality. And always ensure that you fasten your seatbelt. Always ensure you fasten your seatbelt. It's a very, very important invention that was made available to all manufacturers so that we could save lives. So it's important that you always fasten your seatbelt when you are on the road. Now, for your tip, review your emergency response plan again. If there's a fire, if there's a leakage, if there's a spill, would everyone know what to do in your home, in your office, in your space? If your answer is no, then you need to review your emergency response plan again. A plan only works when people understand and remember it. And this is a message from COMAC. They are encouraging regular safety conversations. And Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. So Say It General Bank Ghana, the future is you. Finally, Monday is coming. We'll start getting say it right consistently. Teacher Kofi will be here. Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. And they've introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. You can go to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any of their branches. It's hassle-free. They will arrange delivery to your homes and offices. And they also offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. Now, from growing businesses to completing that building project and supporting education or family, many Ghanaians are already doing mega things with the mega loans from SG Ghana. It's now your turn. With even lower, more competitive rates, achieving your dream is now very, 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 very possible. And with SG Ghana's mega loans promo, salaried workers of SG Ghana listed companies, pensioners, eligible customers can access support for personal needs, family commitments, home projects, and more. There is still time from now till July 2026. Apply and enjoy big loans at small rates, very, very low rates, and a fast hassle-free process that helps you to get moving sooner. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302-214-314 for more details about the SG Ghana Mega Loans promo today. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you. Newspaper review is brought to you by Syntex Tank, Strong, Tough, Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Happy Smile, Star Oil quality and affordable fuels for all. Star Oil has introduced a new range of lubricants on the market and engine oils and all that. You should be watching out for that. And Oak Plaza Hotel, they have the Oak Plaza Mother's Day event coming up. If you've not reserved that table of honor or seat of honor for your mother, do it today so that your mother can be a part of the big events. Now, since we don't have the newspapers, it's safe to go straight into the online news, which is brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest. And if you're managing your church or ministry, it requires a banking partner that truly understands your mission. Zenith Bank Ghana introduces the Zenith Church Premium Account. It's a tailored financial solution for churches and ministries. Enjoy free Sunday cash pickups, loans at concessionary rates, full cash management services, and expert investment advice for your ministry's growth. So call Zenith Bank on 0542 000 111 or 0302 680 884 or visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and you sign up. Zenith Bank in your best interest. George, what do we have online?
So online, a lot of stories. My Joy online lead story: cocoa buyers divert funds to purchase smuggled beans. Says Cocoa Board. I'll be getting you more details on that one. Another story leading up on the multimedia that is online. It's Multimedia Group rolls out Mega Mayday X sales, promise unbeatable prices. Another story worth celebrating is Zenato Rollins elected second vice president of the Pan-African Parliament.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. I looked at the voting and Charlie, the gap she gave whoever she contested with, with BM as a Strait of Hormuz.
Another thing we're celebrating is about another Ghanaian. Is it the AU Commissioner for Health? I stand to be corrected. He's also been elected to that position. Also, another story is talking about gunfire at Yape Road, police foil robbery, plot 2 suspects killed in Bupe. That is the operation. Another story that will be interesting. Twitch, I hope I got the pronunciation right. Streamer hit by car live on camera. And let's get you details of that story. Here it talks about, it's coming from BBC, and it says that an American Twitch streamer who caught the moment he was hit by a car live on camera has told BBC it was like a shock looking back at the footage. Sometimes these are social media streamers and some of the things that they do when in trying to you can say they're in trend. In their quest to trend, and some of the things that people even do online, it's sometimes so very interesting. Now let me bring
it's the attention economy. What we live in now is the attention economy. So whoever manages to grab a lot of attention has money. And this attention economy is actually competing with a lot of traditional economies, including the media.
But even some
mainstream
of these
traditional
attention
media.
work doesn't bring any money.
Some of them are making good money.
Yeah, but some also nothing. You know? Another story: Ghana Cocoa Board has accused some officials at its license buying companies of using government funds to buy cheap beans smuggled from Ivory Coast. It says that this is depriving local growers of income and threatening Ghana's reputation of quality beans. That is Kojo Akoto, director of special services at Cocoa Board, told Reuters that the practice has spread across 4 regions in the Ghana-Ivory Coast border. So the money that they get, instead of using it to pay local farmers, they are using it to buy smuggled beans from Ivory Coast, and I think it's not good. You know, it's not good. You know, farmers. I know Kojo, you are in, and it's not a good thing as well. Let's some more details on the Zenato. Sorry,
let me give you the headlines from City Newsroom before we get the details. If you go to City Newsroom, former Kolebu CEO, no birth syndrome requires health systems reform. Adamus retains financial control over mining leases as government reviews revocation, and choke system driving Ghana's no birth syndrome, and Lands Ministry to review petition against Adamus lease revocation. Ghana explores partnership with Boeing to revive the national airline. Yes, and Gridco fire 5th unit at Akosombo Dam restored. I follow the president's trip to Akosombo, and I like the fact that the ministry agencies have their boots on the ground. The president himself also put his boots on the ground, because we know the enormity of that problem. But what really warmed my heart was the young National Service lady who was identified as having done a lot of work. She put her shoulders to the wheel, and the president has instructed that after her service she should be given employment, compulsory employment.
No.
Yeah.
But again, for me, reflecting on this past situation, and again, I stand to be educated that what happened to our backup systems and all those things. I mean, we got the understanding that, you know, everything has stabilized, you know, there are strong backup systems, so that a little fine, again, as I said, that I stand to be educated, could just bring all these problems. You know, very, very interesting.
We'll know more in the coming days after all the assessment is done and better insights given. Now, Money just sent us a message. He says, I just got my eggs. Charlie, man bought eggs at 6:44 a.m. Yes, if you want eggs, you can also come around and grab your small stories.
And also more oil marketing companies, they are dropping their prices at the pumps. Another one has gone down to, that is Star Oil. They are selling a liter of super 13 Ghana cedis, 25 pesos. And also diesel is going for 15 Ghana cedis, 55 pesos. Gold has also gone down this morning, and they're also selling all their products at the price floor that was announced by the National Petroleum Authority, that is last. Now, let me get you more details on Zenato. A member of parliament for Clote Clole, Zenato Ajiman Rawlings, has been elected as the second vice president of the Pan-African Parliament. She secured the position by a decisive vote of 131 against 51, and scoring the broad support from lawmakers across the continent. And then, could you talking about the gap, 131 against 51. We landslide, and I'm kind of saying,
wait, tsunami,
and now tornado. You know, and,
wow.
and it's good, you know, as we celebrate and get into Mother's Day, we've done Women's Day. I think that it's good that sometimes women are given the equal opportunity. And for me, I've always said something, I will explain that I'm not a believer of affirmative action. I believe that there are strong women out there who can equally compete with everyone.
Yeah.
You know, and when you try to offer something on an affirmative action platform, it seems that, anyway, Anka, you can't make it. Let's allow the women to compete equally, and then let us reward them. Don't say that, let's a quota for them. I don't believe in affirmative action. I don't believe quota system.
You don't believe, but there are certain hurdles that the system has put in their place.
Yeah.
And so
but
sometimes
remove those hurdles.
We should just remove those hurdles.
And then allow them to compete equally.
Okay. Now let me stay on my jaw online. 2025 BOG 15.7 billion loss was a peak Future results expected to improve. This is Ataisa. Now, the majority in Parliament has expressed confidence that the Bank of Ghana's Bank of Ghana's expected 2025 loss of about 15.7 billion represents a peak, arguing that structural changes in monetary conditions and policy reforms will significantly reduce future financial pressures on the central bank. Addressing a press briefing on Thursday, April 30, a member on Parliament's Finance Committee, Ataisa, said the factors that drove the 2025 result are already changing, pointing to easing inflation, lower interest rates, and reforms in gold procurement and fiscal coordination. And according to him, inflation falling to 3.2% in March 2026 has significantly reduced the need for aggressive liquidity management operations. Now, George, talking about inflation, there is a speech by Dr. Zachary Mumani, First Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, which was yesterday. Yesterday was 30th April, right?
The Ghana Statistical Service launched
the annual inflation report. And he says something that I want to share with all of us. He quoted Ronald Reagan saying that inflation is as violent as a mugger, as frightening as an armed robber, and as deadly as a hitman. And he says that we need to... he was talking about the fact that we are moving beyond high-frequency releases to providing a structured annual assessment, and that the report creates space for deeper analysis of the inflation dynamics across components. And then he also says that we need to distinguish between temporary and persistent sources of inflationary pressure, assess the role of supply side versus demand side factors, and better evaluate the transmission of policy measures. And he called for a deeper analysis of all these things so that we make better decisions.
And let me read another portion of his speech. It says that whilst recent policy measures have helped stabilize the macroeconomic environment, Dr. Mumani stressed that inflationary pressures remain complex and could easily resurface if it's not properly managed.
I think what stands out for me is that the Deputy Governor is calling for a deeper and critical look at the reports, and that we should all look at some of the things technically and come up with ideas to help shape monetary policy, macroeconomic policies and all that. It's the same rigor that we must also apply to the BOG annual reports when it's published officially. Again, you understand? And I would suggest that politicians should really stay back. We've done this rotational argument for far too long. When we are in power, we will defend. When we are in opposition, we attack. It's fine.
Nanka Bank of Ghana financials, they're creating politics.
It's fine. Politicians should sit back. But analysts should be unforgiving. If there is praise. If there are issues that are of concern, because the Bank of Ghana is our bank and we are all shareholders, you need to hit hard at those things. We should not actually play any politics with the BOG. If it's good, we say it's good. If it's bad, we should go all out and say it.
And if you listen to the Bank of Ghana, the argument that they have made was that this operational loss that they posted, that is 15.6 billion, was as a result of a lot of things that they had to do to first bring inflation down and stabilize the Ghana city, spending more than 16 billion Ghana cedis on open market operations as well. And this is what has led to what they have recorded today. The minority also has a different view. They thought that the spike is too big, and whether indeed it was worth going this way. But again, if you engage the Bank of Ghana, the argument they are making is that, well, this will be a one-off thing because what is happening now and what they've done, we will see some significant improvement in the numbers. But one critical thing is that for me, the question is whether this loss has or will, or it is affecting Bank of Ghana's ability to perform its functions as a lender of last resort. And I think that no, they are still in a strong position despite their negative equity to perform their functions as a regulator and also as a lender of last resort.
We are going for the BBC News, but I just mentioned something. I was going to say we should look out for the equity, whether it's negative, and negative, the equity 2024, negative 58 billion,
Yeah.
2025, 98 billion. There are a few things that will be
some slight improvement.
That will be negative.
It's still
to 93 billion. You will discuss all these in detail later. Time for the BBC News, brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, and your salary deserves better. So switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy amazing benefits. It's time to switch and smile wider with Fidelity Bank. And to learn more, call 0800 003 355 or visit fidelitybank.com.gh.
Coming up from the BBC World Service, The Interview, conversations with the people shaping our world. With me, Sarah Rainsford, the BBC's Southern and Eastern Europe correspondent. For this episode, I speak to Robert Brovdy, commander of Ukraine's drone forces, about how unmanned systems have become central to how the war is being fought. Ukrainian drones are now striking targets deep inside Russian territory. Commander Brovdy was among the first to see their potential, initially just to spot Russian forces on the ground, but as the drones improved, they changed everything on the battlefield.
That was when the way of war began to change. From a war imposed by the enemy, where you simply wait and hope you don't die in your position, to when the drone appeared and you could influence the situation. You were no longer being led. You were leading. You set the tone. You could affect the enemy's plans.
Commander Robert Brovdy. Hear more on The Interview after the news.
BBC News with Moira Alderson. The head of one of the world's biggest fertiliser manufacturers has warned that the continued closure of the Strait of Hormuz as a result of the war on Iran could cost the world up to 10 billion meals a week. Maura Fogarty is in Singapore.
The vulnerable countries, the ones that are on the lower end of the economic scale, are the ones that are going to be hurt the most. And if you look around those regions, you're seeing Sub-Saharan Africa, for example. You're seeing India, parts of Southeast Asia as well. We're now talking about food security, not just higher prices of fertilizer. We're talking about the ability to produce food to feed your populations. And if you think further down the line from that, then you think, if you don't have food security, do you have social stability? Do you have economic stability? And these are questions that countries need to start thinking and grappling with.
Niger's military government says a joint force of Niger, Burkina Faso and Mali has been carrying out intense airstrikes in Malian territory following attacks by Islamist militants and Tuareg separatists. A statement following a cabinet meeting in Niger's capital Niamey said the operation started just hours after the groups launched coordinated attacks, capturing several key strategic areas over the weekend. All three countries are led by military governments. Myanmar's military government says the detained 80-year-old democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi has been moved to house arrest and her sentence reduced to 18 years. State media had published a picture of Miss Suu Kyi showing her sitting with two uniformed men. However, her son, Kim Eris, told the BBC he was certain the image was taken in 2022. More details from our Southeast Asia correspondent, Jonathan Head.
The move to house arrest depends what condition she's moved to. Remember, she's already living in a house. Technically, it's considered prison, but she was moved 2 years ago with a number of other elderly prisoners because of extreme heat. So we don't know what her conditions are like now. I know that her family and friends say they haven't had proof of life, but I think it's extremely unlikely that the military regime would be talking about her in this way and putting these images out if she were in fact no longer alive.
A rally's taken place in the Turkish city of Istanbul to protest against the seizure of aid ships heading for Gaza by the Israeli military. Earlier, Israel handed over to the Greek government more than 170 pro-Palestinian activists it detained after it intercepted a flotilla of boats. Yolande Nell is in Jerusalem.
There was a lot of criticism from different countries, with citizens involved from Spain, from Italy. Even the mayor of New York spoke about this, questioning the legality of Israel's actions. Then Israel said late yesterday that these activists would be disembarked on a Greek beach in the coming hours, not brought back to Israel as had been expected. Israel's denying any unlawful behaviour. It accuses the organisers of this flotilla of being professional provocateurs.
BBC News. Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has called for calm following violent clashes at a hospital in the central city of Alice Springs, where a murder suspect was being treated. Jefferson Lewis was accused of killing a 5-year-old Indigenous girl and had been taken there after he was attacked by members of the community. Police in Britain have charged a man with attempted murder after 2 Jewish men were stabbed in North London on Wednesday. The 45-year-old suspect was named as Essa Suleiman. On Thursday, Britain raised its terrorism threat level to severe. Our correspondent Lee Milner is in the neighbourhood where the stabbings happened.
I've been speaking to a few people over the last day or so, and they feel scared. They hate to admit it, but they do feel scared. Some people have been telling me that they're always looking over their shoulder, and some people, we've heard stories of people actually leaving this area. That shows the level of fear, but at the same time there is also a sense of unity. This is a very strong, close-knit community, and they have been relying on each other for many years now. This isn't the first incident that's happened.
The German airline Lufthansa has said it's conducting a comprehensive internal search for an Oscar statue that went missing on a flight from New York to Germany. The winner of the award, Pavel Telankin, said airport security would not allow him to take it into the cabin, saying it could be used as a weapon. But when his flight landed in Germany, the trophy he received for his documentary Mr. Nobody Against Putin was gone. A BBC investigation has found some restaurants in Britain are passing off catfish as traditional fish and chips to cut down on costs. The catfish species, known as river cobbler, is usually farmed and imported from Southeast Asia and is significantly cheaper than cod or haddock, the species usually used for the dish. Incidents of fish being missold are difficult to detect. That's the latest BBC News.
Hello.
Hey, Andrea. Challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay.
And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle. And the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I dey your side, Fidelity.
Did you know that Ghana's Children's Act Section 91 clearly says,
"No person shall engage a child in exploitative labor."
That means children must not be made to do work that deprives them of their education, health, or development.
Hazardous work
that is not allowed. Working in stone quarries, carrying heavy loads as kayaye, hawking on busy streets in the scorching sun, being used as domestic servants in homes, or diving into dangerous waters to untangle nets, rowing canoes for hours under the hot sun, and working all day without food or rest.
Yet, too many of our children are trafficked from towns and villages across Ghana to the shores of the Volta Lake, trapped in fishing boats, robbed of their childhood, and exposed to danger every single day.
Human trafficking means the recruitment, transportation, harboring, or trading of persons within and across national borders for purposes of exploitative labor.
I want to go to school, but now I only work.
This is child trafficking.
It is a crime.
It is against the law, and it must stop now.
Parents, guardians, community leaders, protect our children.
Report suspicious movement of children and do not give your child away to strangers promising jobs.
Together, let's end child trafficking now.
This message is brought to you by the International Justice Mission with support from the National Commission for Civic Education.
not just another bank.
Syntax Tango! Syntax, hey, it's tough, hey, strong. If you want quality, this be where you belong. Syntax, hey, it's tough, hey, strong. Oh, gonna shout, sing the song. When the sun they hot, Syntax no break when the rain they fall. Still no shake, builders they choose and plumbers they prove. Any project you they start.
From the heart of Africa we stand, building dreams across the land. Every step we dey your side, helping you rise, taking you higher. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher. African Bank with global reach. BOA make your future glow. BOA, we go there for you night and day. Strong as a group, close as a partner. Bank of Africa lifting you higher.
They say the future is coming. We say we're shaping it. Join the continent's biggest fintech gathering at the 3i Africa Summit 2026 under the theme The Next Frontier, Shaping Africa's Integrated Fintech Future. From the 6th to the 8th of May, the Destiny Arena in Accra becomes the heart of Africa's integrated fintech future. Come connect with founders, meet the regulators, and close deals with global investors as we redefine how Africa transacts, invests, and grows. 3i Africa is proudly hosted by the Bank of Ghana with support from Gibbs and the Global Finance and Technology Network. Register now at 3iafrica.com and be part of the transformation.
Looking for trusted property and land services in Tema? Choose TDC Ghana Limited, leaders in planned urban development for decades. At TDC, we provide secure, transparent, and professional services, including ownership transfers, land and property search, lease processing, building permit, consultancy. Enjoy our premium and prestige options, fast-track processing, expert guidance, fewer delays, and exceptional care. Luxury 3-bedroom apartments, penthouses, 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom options all available. Visit our head office in Tema Community 1 or you may call via 053 101 9666 or 059 691 4432. Also, you may contact us via 0303 202 731. You may also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok on TDC Ghana Limited, building communities, securing future.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of a Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. It's Friday!
energy, I no get time for no enemy. To reach me one to me. Nothing with person never see. I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say bashi. Money soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the person. Jelly, I'm in the answer, then yes sir. Then I'm in the answer, yes sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though una know say I special. Anybody, we no want to surgery. Anybody, we no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to I can't something. You want your bed, you never want it because
Michelle baby last night with the big booty. She said she had a man, but she still gave me that number. Be like she know, say I demand weakness for the biggie bumper, you know. For the biggie bum, you know. Yeah.
So what about a vibe? Is she just nice? Tell me what she like. Is she got a man? Does she think twice? Is the face fine?
Said her face fine, yeah, she fine, of course. She did talk much and I'm quiet, of course. Perfect come to you. She did do me things and I can't deny.
Perfect come to you. Slim waist, bumper. My face perfect come to you. She did my waist. She don't look at
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Anything you don't want. Now baby I'm a talk, mama. I know they blow trees, only don't need me glory. Music chose me, just know this and know peace. I dey low-key, but I'm never lonely. Sexy ladies, come wine feed me slowly.
I love you, I see, now you make me believe. I be get the boy, I be seen. Yeah, nobody will be over. I get there, I go far. Who's it, go to Galeba? Shout out to me, Mushita. Bandana, no, you be too far. Midnight, walk up, Karashika. They never see me coming. See me coming. They want this coming.
I'm never weak, I never cease. Till eternity, I'm on fire. My legacy will not die. My family is for life. What them day, would them be? Them go crazy, them go die. Low key, all of them done they notice. I'm not joking, all my guys, them know me.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I need no one like I need ya. Oh no. Loving you, girl, you get the pom pom shit. You can know how I want the pom pom shit. Oh, I need no one like I need you. Oh no. Oh, show our body down and come my over. Make a dirty you well with my love. La. I stay up on my bed, listen. Baby, come on, good sin. Baby, passing, good sin. Baby, passing, good sin. Alhamdulillah. Blessing, good sin. Baby, come on, good sin. Come on, good sin. Come on, good sin. Alhamdulillah. After you, I'm on a holiday. Are you the shocking me like Faraday? Oh, no, like I want you. Oh, no. Maybe no need to shake it, bum bum so sweet. I go lick you like it, tum tum. Oh, girl, I need no one like I need you. I do love. If you ride it with me, you go be my rover. Me, I go show you, say me no because I know. Good sin. like you. So don't make me a patient dog for no reason. But she Jensen, emergency, even Nelson, no compare to you. Body banging, my motivation. Give you good love, my appreciation. It's a good sin, no complication. You dey shock me like fine wine. Now I did for you this time around. You probably to scatter my mind with your waist, oh nah. Tell them other girls to say, tell them other guys to say. It's how we waiting for the both of us. So no they just
Them other guys know they matter. Nobody else they like you. I give you all my love times two. I don't want fair, me check you. She loyal, no be money matter. Nobody love me like you. I could be a whole vibe, you be my babe. Put you in Prada, so you could taste. Oh nah nah. That's how my money down when come my love. Make a dirty you out with my love. Yeah. Oh baby girl, show my money down when come my love. Oh yeah. Make a dirty you with my love. Yeah.
Let's say for my bed, let's sing. Baby come on, go sing. No be bad sing, good sing. No be bad sing, good sing. Alhamdulillah. Baby let's sing, good sing. Baby come on, good sing. Come on, good sing. Come on, good sing. Alhamdulillah.
Baby, let's sing a good sin. Music from, what's the name of this guy, Paul? Olive the Boy. Olive the Boy and Kim Promise and Ricardo Banks. Charlie. Let's sing a good sin. What is a good sin? What's the bad sin? Anyway, it's 7:22. Today is Friday, the 1st of May, 2026. You're live on the Super Morning Show here on Joy 99.7 FM. Good news coming in on the power situation. As tweeted by the Minister for the sector, a fifth unit at Akosombo has been successfully commissioned and is now fully operational. And the startup was carried out smoothly, demonstrating effective teamwork and coordination. And this brings an important boost to generation capacity, and it will contribute to a more stable and reliable power supply. So the Akosombo issues, basically we are recovering. Our engineers are showing us that they have what it takes, and it's a great feeling to know that the engineers are getting Akosombo fully back on stream. It's 7:23. How are you this morning? Are you enjoying the holiday? Are you enjoying the long weekend? What have you planned for the long weekend? Are you traveling or you are just going to sleep? Are you going to spend time with the family? Or as usual, you go out and just roam and... This morning we are talking about you, the Ghanaian worker, all of us involved. We are talking about ourselves and what it would take for us to deliver more. As a Ghanaian worker, what do you need to contribute better to nation building? As a Ghanaian worker, what do you need to contribute better to nation building? What is holding you back? And how do you think it can be fixed? How should it be fixed? And this is International Workers' Day. We are focusing on you. If Ghana must grow, it depends on you, the worker. You are the force of growth. Without you, there will be no growth. Whether you are in the public sector, whether you are in the private sector, whether you are in the private, that means you are self-employed. You are the engine of growth, really. And what do you need to deliver more for the economy? We want to know from you this morning here on the Super Morning Show. Is it modern tools? Is it equipment? Is it technology? Is it more funding? Reliable systems? How safe and conducive is your workplace? What are the constraints? What are the constraints you have? Are you equipped to do your job well? So let me start calling some of the professions. I'll start with teachers because I love them. Teachers in Ghana, are you equipped to do your job well? What do you need to develop our human capital to that state where we'll be competitive globally, and we can even beat the best and give them a gap like Zaneto has given her opponent a gap. Please share with us, teachers, healthcare workers. What do you need to deliver excellent healthcare to all of us? What must we do for you to make it make sense to wake up every morning and go to work? Security agencies, do you have what it takes? What else do you need? I know that when you talk about the security agencies and you mention fire service, they will tell you that they need a lot of things. And indeed, they need a lot of things. So I'll continue to be an advocate for the Ghana National Fire Service. Ambulance service. Yesterday, the Ministry of Health signed, the military signed off the 30 ambulances that were parked at the airport, Air Force Base, to the Ministry of Health. STC is going to evaluate them and see how we can put them on the streets to take care of our emergency needs. Ghana Ambulance Service, what do you need to deliver better services to us? Forestry Commission, you are the people who have been given that giant responsibility of protecting the lungs of Ghana, which form a part of the lungs of the earth, our forests. Do you have what it takes to do your work? My friends in the media, when it comes to the government, when it comes to governance, there's the executive, there's the judiciary, there's the legislature, and there's the media. We are the fourth estate. Fortunately for the executive, we always budget for the executive. We always budget for the legislature. We always budget for the judiciary. The only part of the media which is budgeted for a little bit are the state-owned media houses. My friends and colleagues in the media, what do we need to play that role of being watchers of the trends, watchers of the economy, putting people in authority and people with given responsibilities to on their toes? What do you need to be better gatekeepers? Should we increase SOLE and make it a legal tender for news reporting? Or we should cancel SOLE and all media houses give their staff proper conditions of service so that we don't earn money that cannot pay for our fuel for 2 weeks of the month? My friends in the media, what do you need? Drivers on the road. Drivers on the road. What do you need to ferry us around better? Importantly, I'll go to the very top. The managers of our economy, from the president, ministers, CEOs, what do you need from us? In fact, at a point, you are workers, you are our employees. At a point, we are also your followers because you are leading us. What do you need from us to be excellent leaders and deliver on your promises and deliver everything? These are some of the questions I have for you this morning. I have a lot, but these are the first round of questions I have for you. Do we need better wages? Skills development, do we need that? Share all that with us. 055 11 11 997. 055 11 11 997. Let me take a moment to say congrats to Ato Forsen. I am saying this because he has filed his tax returns. He's showing leadership by example. And I hope other leaders are going to do that so that in the spirit of transparency, we will have records for which we can fight corruption. Right? So, Dr. Kesel Ato Forsen, that's a good one. You're leading the Ministry of Finance and you've shown us what to do. I've not done mine. I'll talk to people to help me to do mine. But I expect other leaders to follow you. That will be a baseline for us to check corruption. If your tax returns in 2025 is, say, 1 cedi and 2023 all of a sudden you are an MP or a minister and it's 10 cedis, it means you are earning more. Where did you get the money from? Was it from some crooked deals and all those things? I think it's so Ato and your deputy. Hey Ato, this time is yo Ato. Let me tell you about Millennium Insurance. With Millennium Insurance, you don't have to worry whether it's motor, properties, marine, travel insurance. We've got you covered. Millennium Insurance is fast and reliable. When life throws you surprises, Millennium makes sure you are ready. Call Millennium Insurance today on 050-141-8228 and insure the unexpected before the unexpected insures you. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. Millennium is your trustworthy partner. And get the right water tank for your home, your offices, your industries, your farms, your shops. Is the tank with the tortoise on it. It's the Syntex tank. It's a champion of water tanks. It's strong, it's durable, it's built to handle our Ghanaian weather. So rain or shine, Syntex has your back. And so go outside, check your tank. If it doesn't have a tortoise on it, it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex tank family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. Call 0244-335-168 to buy now or find one of the 400 agents nationwide. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a strong, a tough. Lomo Lomo, Kiddy and Black Sheriff. You know, next week something big is happening, inspired by the Bank of Ghana in collaboration with GIBS, the Global Finance and Technology Network. Is the 3I Summit. It's the continent's biggest fintech gathering, and it's a 3I Summit happening here in Ghana 2026, 3I Summit 2026, under the theme The Next Frontier, Shaping Africa's Integrated Fintech Future. It's happening from the 6th of May to the 8th of May at the Destiny Arena in Accra. Here, it's on the Hacho Road. It's becoming the heart of Africa's integrated fintech future. Come connect with founders, meet the regulators, close the deal with global investors as we redefine how Africa interacts, invests, and grows. The 3I Africa is proudly hosted by the Bank of Ghana with support from GIBS and the Global Finance and Technology Network. You can register by going to 3iafrica.com and be a part of the transformation. Now, the Bank of Africa is inviting you to reactivate your dormant account today. You can discover the refreshed range of products and services from the Bank of Africa, including the SME support facility, which is enhanced, to the convenience of a USD debit card, and credit card, and more. And updating your account is easy. Simply visit any Bank of Africa branch with your Ghana card, and for any assistance, call Bank of Africa on 0302 429 333 or 0302 249 690. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. The Bank of Ghana annual report is out. The majority has given us some insight as to what it is. Now, if you look at the areas that we made gains in 2025, interest income, we made a lot of gain. The gold sale, we made gains. Other income, we made gains. Fees and commissions, we made gains. And if you look at the fees, commissions, and other things, you'd notice that the Bank of Ghana has actually stepped up its regulatory activity and is getting a lot of money from regulatory activities. It's good. We'll also tell you some of the areas that we made losses as we go along. Now, the wait is over. Air Tanzania is in Ghana. You can fly with them to Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar, Kilimanjaro, China, Guangzhou, India, Mumbai, Dubai, South Africa, and beyond. Locate them at the Accra International Conference. I meant Accra International Airport. Yes, Accra International Airport. That's where you can find Air Tanzania. They are near the post office. You can call them on 024-656-7898 and 0542-815087 for your bookings and reservations. And talking about bookings and reservations, we have a lot of eggs at the Joy FM car park. These eggs you cannot book or reserve. We have to just drive here and grab a crate for as low as 40 Ghana cedis. I've met Mate. I've met Mate from Dansuman. I've met Laurentia from Oyibi. I met Akwesi, who drove all the way from Dawenya to also come and grab eggs. Come grab some eggs. you could also pass through the studio when you come and get your eggs. Why not? You're a listener and we would love to meet you off air and on air. So come and get eggs. We are partnering the Greater Accra Poultry Farmers Association to do this. And the eggs are flowing, wow. So come and get yours. And if you've not heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies, let me tell you about this premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power. Now, Total Energies has introduced the Excellium new formula, the additive enriched fuel, with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. And so put Total Excellium, the new formula, in your car and you will drive, son. It's available at all Total Energies outlets. Choose Excellium, choose quality. And if you want to add value to yourself, build capacity, you need to enroll at the CEIBS. That is the China-Europe International Business School here in Accra. They are offering you world-class executive education for ambitious leaders and entrepreneurs like you. And they are globally recognized. They are at the top when it comes to the best. And in Ghana, the Advanced Management Program equips senior executives with strategic leadership capabilities, while the Owner-Director Program empowers family business leaders, heirs and directors to scale sustainably. The Women Entrepreneurship and Leadership for Africa program run across Ghana and Nigeria supports female leaders and aspiring entrepreneurs to build strong structures and systems for business growth and scale. Join CEIBS today to gain global insight, practical skills, and a powerful alumni network to accelerate your impact. For registration, you call 0544 315 238 or you visit ceibs.edu/Africa.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 7:36 coming up later this morning. We'll bring you your birthday messages. We'll bring you the business minute as well. And we are talking about you, the Ghanaian worker. What do you need to deliver excellence? What do you need to ensure that you take care of yourself and your family? What do you need to ensure that you contribute meaningfully to national development? And what do you need to ensure your mental health as well? Just tell us. And what are the constraints? You can tell us where you work. You can do that anonymously if you'd have a problem. Tell us some of your challenges and let us know how those challenges can be fixed. We know that all the CEOs are listening this morning. We know that all the HR managers are listening. We know that all the ministers and the agency leads are listening. So share your thoughts with us this morning. Now, Ghana's foremost thought leadership conference, which is the the Ghana CEO Summit and Expo, is coming up. It's the 10th edition and it's happening from the 28th of May. It's happening on Thursday, 28th of May, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Kempinski Gold Coast City, Accra. Now, this milestone edition is themed Accelerating Ghana's Economic Transformation, Driving Bold Reforms Through Leadership, Technology and Industrialization, from Vision to Action. The president will be there, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He will attend as a special guest of honor and officially launch the CEO Government Compact 2026. The summit highlights include Presidential CEO Business Dialogue, CEO Masterclasses and Business Case Panels, CEO Connect and Corporate Expo, Ghana CEO Excellence Awards Gala, and the CEO Government Compact 2026. Go to GhanaCEOSummit.com for more details, and you can call 0554 639 1970 for more. This is powered by the CEO Network Ghana in partnership with Deloitte, PwC, EY, Margins ID, KGL Group, GIPC, SIGA, University of Ghana, Media General, Multimedia Group, and the 10th Ghana CEO Summit and Expo, a decade of leadership, impact, and a future of possibilities. Terms and conditions apply. I'm going for a quick break. When I come back, your birthdays, and then we have the Sports Center, and you bring you a lot more on the Super Morning Show.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Mr. Insurance claim no. It has
put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
No. We are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying reset to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Munsaka.
For 130 years, Standard Chartered has been there for Ghana and for you, supporting your financial aspirations and driving your business ambitions, opening doors to new possibilities, turning small dreams into big realities, and bringing banking to the palm of your hands. For 130 years, we have been there, empowering the next generation to soar higher. And as always, we believe we can achieve even more together. This year, as we celebrate 130 years of operations in Ghana, we look into the future with you because we are bringing 130 years of expertise to power your wealth and business ambitions, 130 years of heritage to power your aspirations. Let's partner for progress. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Introducing Yomi Pina Colada and Peach, our newest addition to the Yomi family. Life is full of choices, so here are more Yomi flavors to spoil you for choice. Go on, choose great taste, choose nourishment, choose the new Yomi Yogurt Pina Colada and Peach. And always remember that the choices we make today shape our tomorrow. Yomi, a nourishing choice. Yomi Yogurt Pina Colada and Peach. More quality products from Amigo Ghana Limited. This advert is FDA approved.
Time for your birthday messages on the Super Morning Show. And the messages are brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa BOA Pay from Bank of Africa offers a hassle-free solution for fee collection and other payments. Call them or chat Fafa at boaghana.com for details. Happy birthday to you, Renee, listening to us from Dodoa. Sunday is your birthday. Happy birthday to you in advance, Renee, listening to us in Dodoa. And good morning to you, Mr. Ni Amadagadu of MultiChoice Africa. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Ni Amadagadu. This is from all of us to you. And happy birthday to you, Nana Mayanka, CEO of Naya Naturals. One of the businesses I love. They make some of the best cosmetics with local materials. Nana Mayanka, happy birthday to you. And happy birthday going out to you, Yalsafo Kantanka. And also to Adiza Ibrahim of Electroland, Ghana. Adiza, today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Adiza. From all of us to you, and happy birthday to you, Abba Brand 4 Ankara. Let me also say happy birthday to Yvonne Adjoa Yeboah. Yvonne Adjoa Yeboah, ESQ. This is from your friends to you. Also, Papa Koakwe as well to you, Yvonne Adjoa Yeboah. Happy birthday to you. And this brings us to the Sports Center, which is brought to you by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download the My MTN app to go seamless today. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Yomi Yogurt and Nourishing Choice and DSTV, your home of entertainment. If you're a business looking for a smarter way to keep an eye on your shop, your restaurant, your office or warehouse, get MTN Business Eye. It's made for you. It helps you to keep your business secure anytime, anywhere. And it's smart. It has a smart surveillance solution for you that gives you total visibility and control. It's powered by Wi-Fi, SIM connectivity, cloud storage, solar energy, so your security never sleeps even when the lights go out. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring with MTN Business Eye, and you can dial *5060# today and keep your business in sight always. MTN Business Eye is from MTN. MTN everywhere you go. And Standard Chartered has been with you for 130 years. They are still here and they are giving you more. They are helping establish Ghana's financial system. They are building businesses and connecting them to the world. It's 130 years of expertise to drive cross-border connections that move businesses forward. They support your financial and wealth aspirations as well. So talk to Standard Chartered. As always, they believe that we can achieve more by partnering together. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Victor Achu Tamaklo. Good morning, Achu.
Good morning, Kojo Akoto Boateng. Kojo, how are you doing?
I'm very well, Achu, and I hope you are well too.
Yes, I'm fantastic.
You are using the power of technology to deliver the sports center away from the studio. Achu, where your guy? Remotely. Carry on, Achu.
Yes, let's start with congratulations to Charles Osiasibe, who's been re-elected as president for the Ghana Arm Wrestling Federation of Africa for another 4-year term. So congratulations to you, Charles Osiasibe. We know you will make Ghana proud. But let's start talking money, right? Because Ibrahim Mahama, the chief executive of Engineers and Planners, he's redeemed the $2 million pledge out of the $5 million he made to the finance ministry to support the Black Stars at the World Cup. Here's the Deputy Finance Minister, Thomas Nyakwampem, who received the donation on behalf of government on the other donations that were also redeemed on the day.
Today, we are privileged to have our lead sponsor here, Engineers and Planners, who on the day of the launch pledged to support us with $5 million United States dollars. I'm happy to say that today they are here to redeem part of the pledge of $2 million. They have already paid the money into the account, but we are going to do the symbolic presentation. Apart from Engineers and Planners giving us $2 million, others have also either redeemed their pledge or donated to support the Black Stars. We have First Bank giving us 553,500 Ghana cedis. We have GT Bank, 2,236,000 cedis. First Atlantic, 1,102,000 cedis. Timeline and Innovations, 1 million Ghana cedis. And Petroleum Commission, 500,000 Ghana cedis.
So that was the Deputy Finance Minister, Thomas Nyakwampem, receiving the donation on behalf of government. We can now hear from Ibrahim Mahama himself on the significance of the donation.
We promise to contribute to the Black Stars. As to the Black Stars, contributing to the Black Stars meaning that you're contributing to everybody, which will touch everybody. This is to say that we're committed to Ghana. We just did our first gold pour, and we sold it to the Bank of Ghana, which we are very proud of, to say that this was what our intentions were, to be able to support the country. So what I would say is this is just the beginning of our deposit to come. Whilst the time goes by, we would also make sure that we redeem ourselves on the balance that we promised you.
Right, that's a philanthropist and business owner, Ibrahim Mahama, speaking after that donation yesterday. You know, essentially, all of these donations are going into the pool that will transport, accommodate, and feed funds at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Of course, not every one of you is going to be on that trip, on that government ticket to the World Cup. And that's why you need to find your own means of getting there. And I, at this point, will recommend Litina Travels to you, because for just $3,990 Litina Travels will facilitate your Canadian and US visa for you. They get you match tickets to watch the Black Stars, put you in a world-class hotel accommodation when you get there. And then there's a return charter flight as well for you, as well as the travel insurance. And you get to be part of the business expo in all of the host nations. Now, if you have got your visa already, say your Canadian and US visa, you've got both, but you want Litina to provide you about 10 match tickets. So maybe 5 VIP and 5 general admission tickets, and then 5 seats on the Litina return charter flight and 4 hotel rooms, that could also be arranged. All you have to do is to simply call Litina Travels on 0244 260 789. 0244 260 789. So whatever your needs are as far as this tournament is concerned, Litina Travels are the go-to people for that. If you want only match tickets, no matter the number you're looking for, they will sell that to you, as well as they will the seats on the return charter flight, as well as the hotel rooms that are available. Look, let's talk about athletics, because this weekend, Ghana's men's 4x100 meter relay team will be chasing a 4th consecutive World Championship appearance when they compete at the World Relays in Botswana this weekend. Here's Daniel Cranton's reports.
Netherlands going smoothly on the inside as well.
After last year's historic outing at the World Championships, where they set a new national record, Ghana's men's 4x100 relay team returned to action this weekend at the World Relays in Botswana, with hopes of securing qualification for next year's World Championships in Beijing. Ghana had initially named a 5-man squad for the competition, but that team has now been reduced to 4 after Isaac Botsio withdrew due to school commitments. The quartet of Benjamin Azamati, Joseph Paul Amwa, Abdul Rashid Saminu, and Ibrahim Fuseni will be aiming to make history once again by qualifying for a 4th consecutive World Championships. Azamati has shown strong form this season, including a wind-assisted 9.96 seconds at the Mount Sac Grand Prix. Team captain Joseph Paul Amwa, who has mainly focused on the 100 meters so far this season, has also delivered impressive performances and recently beat teammate Azamati to win the Cal State 100-meter Classic. The competition will mark the first outdoor appearance of national 100-meter record holder Abdul Rashid Saminu, who has already posted a lifetime best of 6.54 seconds in the indoor 60-meter dash this year. Fuseni has also opened his outdoor campaign in fine style at the 44 Farms Invitational in Texas, clocking 10.19 seconds in the 100 meters and 20.45 seconds in the 200 meters. Ghana will be hoping to combine their individual quality for the collective success of the team when the competition gets underway. Team Ghana is scheduled to compete in the men's 4x100 meter qualifying round on Saturday, May 2nd from 1:30 p.m. Ghana time.
That was my colleague Daniel Cranton's report, and we're sure to report on that and give you updates across our platforms when the tournaments, the World Relays begins in Botswana. Let's get back to matters relating to the FIFA World Cup, because yesterday in Vancouver, FIFA President Gianni Infantino confirmed Iran's participation at this World Cup. Well, they were one of the first teams to qualify for the tournaments, but because of the ongoing war with Israel and the United States of America, their status as World Cup participants has been thrown into question. But yesterday, FIFA President Gianni Infantino cleared all that up.
Confirming straight away, for those who maybe want to say something else or want to write something else, that of course Iran will be participating at the FIFA World Cup 2026. And of course, Iran will play in the United States of America. And the reason for that is very simple, dear friends, is because we have to unite. We have to bring people together. It is my responsibility, it is our responsibility. Football unites the world, FIFA unites the world, you unite the world, we unite the world.
That was FIFA President Gianni Infantino speaking there. Speaking of Infantino, even though he is yet to confirm his ambitions to run for a 3rd term, yesterday at the Executive Council meeting, the Confederation of African Football and all 54 members endorsed his candidacy for one more term. And I say a 3rd term because even though he's been FIFA president for 10 years, so the first 36 months was between 2016 and 2019, a decision by the FIFA Council back in 2022 declared that first term as technically a continuation of the Sepp Blatter term. And so it was not, and it is not counted part of Gianni Infantino's first term. So in actual fact, as far as FIFA are concerned, Infantino's first term started in 2019 and ended in 2023. And then this is supposed to be his 2nd term, which will end next year when FIFA goes to Congress. And so it looks like Gianni Infantino will be contesting for the elections, even though he is yet to confirm his interest. But he's got CONMEBOL, he's got CAF, the two biggest voting blocs showing their support for him. Just before we go, though, in London, there's the World Table Tennis Championships currently ongoing, and Ghana has had a difficult start to the tournament. The team did not get to London on time for the tournament's opener against Puerto Rico, and so Ghana were declared losers for that one. Yesterday, the matchup against Angola also ended in defeat for Team Ghana, but we've got a match later today at 12:30 p.m. UK time. That should be 11:30 a.m. Right, that should be 11:30 a.m. today, and we'll bring you an update on all of those games. And what we can also confirm to you is that the team captain Cynthia Kwabi and Augustina Bedu have both arrived in London this morning for that game against Austria. We're facing Austria today at 11:30 a.m. That's all time will permit us on the Joy Sports Center. Back to you, Kojo Akoto Boateng.
Thank you, Achu, for bringing us the Joy Sports Center remotely. Thank you so much. But yesterday, in Canada, we were told that Gianni Infantino wants to run again for FIFA boss.
So as I explained, he himself has not officially declared his interest to run for the office again. But if you have serious confederations both declaring their supports for you, it presupposes that they have it on authority that Infantino will be running for.
And Africa holds the tickets. Africa holds the tickets for him, yeah?
Exactly. So CONMEBOL also declared their support, and then Africa did. Now, you can understand the Africa interest there because we have seen the biggest representation of Africa at the World Cup under Gianni Infantino's leadership as FIFA president. He's managed to get Africa 9 tickets plus 1.
So we are going to reward him with our votes.
Oh, of course. Beyond that, when you look at FIFA's distribution of resources to the continent, whether you agree with the margins that have come or not, it is still historically better than any amounts of monies that FIFA has been sending down to the 54 member associations at CAF. And so there is a lot of reasons for the African continent and the member associations to have gone to Vancouver and then made that move.
Ifachu Akpe for joining us this morning for the Joy Sports Center.
Yirim buana, Bibilim buana, Dabam buana, Kapoba buana, Pehim buana, Bayri bie, Wadia Ahijie, Aturung mana, Atura sa, say in Saga, Animbi buaranga, Wa, Bayri bie, Yirim buana, Simon wo.
Chenagale beye, akole malenkoye, chenagale beye. Akole malenkoye, chenagale beye, akole malenkoye, chenagale beye. Bayiri biye, wadiye ya hajiye.
This is music from Samini, Pibuli, which I'm told is the name of the area he was made a chief. Charlie, I remember Julius Ayambe's mother in a Jazongo and the pito she used to make. Listening to Samini on this song just brings back those memories. Na pito na seno as a mouth. Anyways, coming up to 8. On a regular day, we would have brought you the Business Minute. But today's a holiday. We are not bringing you the Business Minute. But it's always brought to you by Anointed Electricals, Anointed Engineering Services. They are into sales of ultra-silent, fuel-efficient diesel generating sets. Sizes range from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator you buy from Anointed, you enjoy 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. And their services include, but not limited to, 24-hour emergency services, sale of spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice. If you want to buy tower lights or rent them, talk to Anointed on 0243480334. 0243480334. Anointed are the generator experts.
Your God, I don't need plane, I don't need car, I don't need motor, I don't need horse. All I need is my 2 feet on street. Me no fear no defeat. So I chose the dusty road. The road is leading me to believe. No matter where I go, destination is believe.
No matter where I go, the destination is Pibili. That is Samini talking about going back to his roots. No matter where I go, my destination is Ghana. And this morning, our big story we want to know from you, the Ghanaian worker. What would it take for you to deliver better for the country, for your employers, for yourself, for future generations? What would it take for you to deliver better? That's our big question to you this morning. And so just send us a message 05511119997. What we also know right now is the Bank of Ghana's 2025 annual report and financials. The Bank of Ghana made a loss of about 15 billion Ghana cedis for the year 2025. Compared to 2024, the loss was 9.37. So compared to 2024, there's a 63% increase in losses. We are trying to understand these better and what occasioned all this here on the Super Morning Show. So I'll be talking to some banking and financial experts here on the show this morning to get some better insights into what's happening with the Bank of Ghana, our Bank of Ghana. Big story is brought to you by Telecel Connecting Energies. Republic Bank, we are the one for you. Join the Republic verse. Do more, shine more, big up. Hollard Insurance, we've got you covered. And Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. Now, your money deserves the safest home, and Telecel Cash is giving you the safest home. No risks, no worries, no long stories, no risks. Charlie, yesterday somebody sent a message that when I'm reading the Telecel of you, I say no risks. So no risks, no worries, no long stories, just peace of mind. So dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app now for safe, secure transactions. Telecel Cash, the safer choice. Sandy Keke.
Don't give up the fight.
And what I really need this morning is a cup of coffee, and that's exactly what my colleague Sandra got for me, and it's Cowbell Coffee. It stays with you every single moment. You know, there are moments you need something to help you show up and keep going. Cowbell Coffee stays with you every moment, whether you are grinding for that exam, pushing deadlines at work, cooking up the next big idea. Cowbell Coffee gives you that creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right, and you can enjoy it anytime. It's the little moments, right? The early mornings, the late nights. That is what drive success, and through it all, Cowbell Coffee Day with you. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. This is Rocky Dawuni. Get up, stand up. The Ghanaian worker, get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. We know you have a lot of hurdles. Today, share with us. We are going to break some of them together. We are going to share ideas together here on the show. Share with us. What do you need to deliver? What are the things killing you? What are the things slowing you down? Share with us this morning here on the show. Now, if you're an electrician, an estate developer, contractor, or a dealer in electrical cables, and you're looking for premium quality materials for your homes and projects, whether it's residential, commercial, or for industrial use, San Cablo has some solutions for you. They have the best solutions actually for you. They give you proudly made in Ghana accessories with 99.99% pure copper. They are certified and approved by the Ghana Standards Authority and the Energy Commission. And so if you are wiring your home, the big projects, you can get all sizes and colors ready from 1.5 mm to 25 mm squared cables, flexi cables, switches, sockets, multi-lamp holders, many more. San Cablo has got your back. Call them for bulk purchase on 024-337-4034 and 024-467-8015. San Cablo, Light in Africa. San Cablo from Side Go House. Now we be the plug. Kojo and the Joy Morning Show. Good morning. How are you? When I need to work in Accra City, what I need to work in Accra City as a worker is an effective public transport system. The hassle to get to work and back is too much, and the traffic is crazy. We need an effective train system, and we get too tired before we get to work. And this message is from Anne in Ashiye. Anne in Ashiye. I believe you because I drive through Ashiye every morning and every evening, and sometimes by 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., I see lots of people by the roadside looking for vehicles to go to work. I give some of them lifts, as we call it, but I believe you that it's tiring to move from places like Ashiye to go to work. And thank you for sending your message. This one says, good morning, good question you've asked this morning. I work with the public sector. As a worker, I need all necessary things to work to achieve results of the target assigned me for the year. Most of the time, we lack resources to work efficiently. Lack of logistics, inadequate funds, bad roads during community outreaches, and sometimes no transport to service other communities as you move from district capitals. There's also bad network, making communication difficult as you move from the district capitals. Sometimes you have to use our personal resources to achieve results or meet targets. Strikes upon strikes also affect our work, and the government should try and resolve issues faster to make workers happy. The government should fulfill its promises to workers to enable us service Ghana, our motherland. Thank you. And this is from Frederick Ampa in Kukrentumi in the Eastern region. Frederick has said a lot. We'll unpack them here on the show later. And your messages are brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief, and Cowbell Coffee. And EcoBank is giving you control over your money. If your money is controlling you, now is the time to take charge. The EcoBank mobile app gives you the power to command your money, to transact across 33 African countries and anywhere in the world. Command your money to make water, electricity, and school fees payments, bank and mobile money transfers, create virtual cards to buy only what you need, and a whole lot more. So, Money Commander, download the EcoBank mobile app now on the App Store and Play Store and command your money. You can call or send an SMS. You can call EcoBank on 0800 003 225, and EcoBank will never call or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card. When you are in doubt, call the EcoBank call center. It's 0800 003 225. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. This morning, I'm talking to Old Mutual on the show. And if you don't have the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan, you need to get it now. It helps you to build a legacy that offers you a cover of up to 300,000 Ghana cedis. Now, it comes with no underwriting, greater flexibility with no limits to the lives you can cover, and it's up to age 80. This is good. You also get to enjoy the flexibility to update your cover every 5 years. So dial *378*3# to request a call for the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan today. And let's get you a plan that works for you and your family. Old Mutual, do great things every day. I'm going for a breather. When I come, more on the BOG, more on Workers' Day and what you need done for you to excel, and more of your messages on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Lexus Bell, and EcoBank is revalidating customer information for mobile app transactions to improve safety and convenient access. Customers are encouraged to confirm their mobile app details by texting or calling 0500,000 247 now to remain active.
The voice you just heard wasn't mine. It was AI. And if you fell for it then, like play, you could have just been scammed.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. Pay attention to the details.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
stomach.
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Auntie T, abeg, fix me gobetete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, we the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, if you get your own data and call packages, falla! Made For Me bundles like the way you the want town. That *530#, then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich, creamy goodness of Cowbell coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, sir. Please check the round tickets you made me purchase for our Canadian partners arriving this weekend.
Something is eating me up though. I still don't know a decent welcoming place where we can host our guests.
This is no issue at all, sir. Let me introduce you to Ghana's best kept secret when it comes to a perfect accommodation, and that is Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment located at Bawi Zero.
Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment? Tell me more.
Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartments is a destination that everyone instantly falls in love with the minute they enter. They have beautifully designed 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms, fully equipped kitchens, ultra-modern stylish living area, high-speed Wi-Fi connectivity, and an elegant rooftop lounge. Anointed Airbnb has 24-hour professional security, reliable standby generator, and an exceptional customer service and more.
Wow! Please make reservations for our guests right now.
Absolutely. If you ever think of a destination for work retreats, vacations, family events, or weekend getaways, always choose Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartment. Find them in Accra at Bawe Zero, Faith Montessori, or book ahead on 025-638-9193 or 025-649-2415. Anointed Executive Airbnb Apartments. Class, luxury, and lifestyle redefined.
This is Cool and the Gang. Stepping out with my baby. Stepping out with my baby. Stepping out. It's 8:15 a.m. We are live on the Super Morning Show. This morning I'll be talking to Old Mitchell. We'll be talking about solutions that we can use to bridge the gap when it comes to building a legacy. You know, last week we started a conversation on building and leaving legacies. And so Albert Dagadu, the Group Chief Operations Officer, and Emil Kansi, the head of distribution, will join us this morning here on the show to talk about legacy once again. Coco in Paris says, hello, good morning, and happy new month to all the listeners. I'm not in Accra, but we need stable electricity. Imagine sewing for a customer as a seamstress. No, the lights go off. The number of times I have had these issues is just uncountable. So, Coco, thank you for your message as well. You can send us your messages as well. 055-11-11997. We want to know what you need as a worker to do better, to deliver better. And so, and it cuts across. Even CEOs, tell us what you need to deliver. Because sometimes when we sit at the bottom, we assume that everything is rosy at the top. And so we make some demands, we have some expectations without understanding the nuances of what our businesses and institutions go through. Sometimes people get angry because they think that maybe we are getting revenues. But sometimes you forget that for that particular year, the capex investment is just so high that even the revenues cannot. So we can't do any other things. And all. So just share with us. What do you need? Is it just emotional support? There are some people whose jobs, the nature of the jobs means that they need a lot of emotional support. Is it resources? Somebody says he needs a better transportation network and in Ashiye because by the time she gets to work, she's tired. So she needs the state to improve the public transport system. So that's Anne. But let me say a happy new month and happy May Day to you. If you just tuned in, this is the Super Morning Show. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng, and we are making progress. We have a big conversation coming up on the BOG's 2025 annual reports. The BOG's 2025 annual reports. There are some gains we've made in the year 2025. Very, very, very exciting gains. When it comes to the gains, interest income is quite good, over 9 billion. Gold sale gain over 9 billion. Other income over 3 billion. Fees and commissions, a lot of money, almost a billion. So the BOG, if you look at it on the surface, they are making some gains. But there are also a lot of issues of concern. Now, the loss for the year, as we've been told, is about 15 billion, which is an increase from last year's 9.37 billion, which is over 60% increase. Why did we get here? We know that the economy was one that was being resuscitated. And so we're trying to recover the economy. And then once we recover, we sustain the growth. So are we done with the recovery phase? The sustenance phase. What is the medium-term plan for the sustenance? And where should we see the BOG's numbers in, say, by the end of this year, by 2027? What did we do with gold? Did we make a net gain or a net loss on our gold trading and our gold bullion and gold-related operations? What resulted in the net gain or the net loss? And how can we do better? These are questions here. But there's something I saw when it comes to energy consumption. Charlie, electricity, water, generator running expenses increased from 1.5 million Ghana cedis to 2.1 million Ghana cedis, a 44% change. Is it that the BOG's offices was also not getting constant electricity, so they had to buy fuel to run their generators. And when I average it, it's about 300 liters of fuel every day. We need more insights into this. Anyway, no matter how nice your landlord is, nothing beats owning your own home. ABSA knows this, which is why this 2026, they're helping you say yes to making it happen. With an ABSA mortgage, you can finance your dream home with flexible, tailored solutions. You get up to 5 million Ghana cedis with 5 to 15 years to pay back on a fixed interest rate. This 2026, say yes to your home sweet home. Visit an ABSA Bank branch to apply for an ABSA mortgage today. Your story matters. ABSA. We are going to the US, and Rana Motors is making sure it's possible for you. This year, the bold and unstoppable Kia Sportage is taking you further, all the way to the World Cup. And until May 20, every Sportage you purchase gives you the chance to win a full trip to see the Black Stars compete live in the USA or Canada. So take advantage of this opportunity. Visit the showrooms of Rana Motors in Accra, Spintex, Tema, Kumasi, and Takrade, or Kia Ghana's website, and you could be on your way to the biggest football fiesta in the world. This trip includes flights, visa fees, accommodation, and match tickets. Terms and conditions apply. Kia is the movement that inspires, and this promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. And talking about the World Cup, if you want to live the World Cup experience, Match Experience Hospitality is here for you. They have for over a decade, they've been an official FIFA sales agent, and they know exactly how to turn a match into a lifetime memory. And they are giving you front row access to football's biggest stage in absolute style. Think VIP seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority access. No stress, no hassle, just pure football. This isn't just a ticket, it's the World Cup experience with Match Experience Hospitality. It only comes once every 4 years, so why experience it like just another game? Why? Talk to Match Experience Hospitality today. 055-155-1119. Visit matchexphospitality.com or walk into any ABSA Bank branch, the official banking partner, for more information and payment. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. And the 2026 World Cup experience is brought to you by Match Experience Hospitality, with ABSA Bank as the official banking partner and Glyco as the official insurance partner. I have a big conversation on legacy with Old Mutual coming up. Albert Dagadu is the Group Chief Operations Officer, and Emma Okanse is the Head of Distribution. They are here to talk about legacy, and they are doing something I really like. They brought wache. So those of you coming to buy the eggs, I have a pack of wache. You can pass through. I'll share my pack of wache with you, or you can boil some of your eggs and put it on the wache and eat. But this big conversation is coming up with Old Mutual, as well as the big conversation on the BOG and your expectations as a worker. What do you think we can do to make you excel and deliver better value to the Republic of Ghana, to employers, to yourself, and to future generations?
Ethiopian Airlines is returning to Atlanta starting from May 21st. 2026, you can enjoy seamless connections between Accra and Atlanta via our hub in Addis Ababa. Our thrice weekly flights, modern aircraft, and award-winning hospitality will offer you the best options for travel to the US. Book your flight through our website or mobile app and enjoy our special fares. Ethiopian Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.
Your business is as strong as the people behind it. That's why smart companies in Ghana and across the continent trust Hot Jobs Africa for all their HR needs. We handle it all: recruitment and placement, labor outsourcing, HR consultancy, corporate training, expatriate management, and even staff busing. With 100% dedicated support, you're never doing it alone. Reach us today on 020-433-6004. Email info@hotjobsafrica.org or visit hotjobsafrica.org. Great businesses are built on great people. Let the experts handle it. Think HR, think Hot Jobs Africa.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kojo Akoto toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kojo Akoto toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kojo Akoto toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kojo Akoto toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white where it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kojo Akoto toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kojo Akoto toothpaste. Kojo Akoto toothpaste. Sankofa Yenchi.
Kel, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Mieux qu'être mal accompagné, pas vrai?
The World Cup is coming. And this time, you're not just watching it, you're living it. Match Experience Hospitality is giving you front row access to football's biggest stage in absolute style. Think VIP stadium seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority access. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. This isn't just a ticket. This is the World Cup experience. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Match Experience Hospitality knows exactly how to turn a match into a lifetime memory. So upgrade your World Cup. Call 055-155-1119. Visit matchexphospitality.com or walk into any Absa Bank branch, our official banking partner today. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. Match Experience Hospitality is doing this with Absa Bank as its official banking partner and Glyco as your official travel insurance partner.
Achedia Kessie Electroland Ghana Limited dear. Ye mamo Achedia Kessie for our loyal customers because your loyalty deserves more. Ye mamo Achedia Kessie pa. Big rewards for you and me from Accra to Tamale all over Ghana. Electroland dear #1. Just buy your favorite Samsung, TCL, Media and NASCO electronics from any Electroland showroom or authorized reseller store nationwide. Dial *928*8888# or go to register.electrolandraffles.com and enter our weekly and monthly draws and stand a chance to win big. From TVs, ACs, fridges, gas cookers, washing machines, sound towers, mobile phones, and more rewards just for you. Approved by NLA Characters Platform. Electroland Ghana Limited. Rewarding your loyalty the big way. Terms and conditions apply.
For over a decade, a platform has quietly shaped conversations, celebrated excellence, and honored the women building Ghana's future. The Ghana Female CEOs Summit and the Ghana Women of the Year Honors have stood as symbols of impact, leadership, and legacy. This year, we raised the bar. For the first time ever, two powerful platforms come together for a two-day experience designed to inform, inspire, and celebrate. Day one, the Ghana Female CEOs Summit, a gathering of bold thinkers and industry leaders driving real conversations through keynotes, panels, curated masterclasses, and shared insight. Day two, the Ghana Women of the Year Honors, a prestigious night dedicated to recognizing women making exceptional impact across industries. Taking place on the 7th and 8th of May 2026 at the iconic Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra. For registration and more information, visit glitzafrica.com.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Welcome back. This is the Super Morning Show, the May Day edition. And I mentioned earlier that we are continuing our conversation on legacy. Last week, Albert and Emma visited us from Old Mutual, and they are here again. Albert Dagado is the Group Chief Operations Officer, and Emma Okansi is the Head of Distribution for Old Mutual, and they are here. You know, I've been talking about the legacy plan, why you must call *378 *3# and they will call you. It's important that you have a transition plan for yourself. And I'm joined by these two lovely representatives from Old Mutual who didn't come empty-handed today. but they came with packs of wache from Rockstone's office. They know what I like. Good morning, Emma. Good morning, Albert.
Good morning.
I hope you are well, and happy May Day to you.
Wish you same.
Yes, this morning our big conversation is what workers need to excel and deliver on their promise to Ghanaians. I don't know if I should ask you, what do you think we can do for you, for as clients of Old Mutual? What can we do for Old Mutual workers for you to do more for us? Before I even ask you about legacy, Albert, would you like to take that?
Why not? What we want you to do is to understand finances and how it impacts you.
Yeah.
So we want you to have peace of mind. When you have peace of mind, we have peace of mind.
So we need to pay attention to finances.
Yeah.
We need to understand it so that you can work better for us.
Exactly.
We understand all the nuances, so you can, and that's why you are here.
Exactly.
Last week you were here to talk to us about legacy, why it's important for us all to pay attention. I remember asking you if 18-year-olds should be planning, and you said yes. Somebody accosted me in traffic and he said, I was listening to you with my 18-year-old son, and now he's planning, because now he knows that he doesn't have to wait till he's 60 to plan. Yes. I've forgotten the man's name. He mentioned his name. He said he lives around Oyibi. So I was driving at Ashiye. He flagged me and he mentioned that he listened to the. So it's good that you are back. Last week we spoke about what legacy planning is, the importance of planning ahead and leaving a good legacy for our families. Today let's talk solutions. What makes a good legacy plan, Albert?
You know, I started by saying peace of mind. A good legacy plan should give you peace of mind. It should offer long-term security. It should also be such that there is adequate cover for you, for the people who care about you. You should also make sure that that legacy plan is flexible. It adapts to your changing lifestyle. So, you first-time worker, your circumstances are different, your earnings are different. You get married, it changes, children come in. So the legacy plan should be such that it's flexible, you can adapt it to the different life stages. I think above all, it should be clear and there should be no ambiguity.
It should give you peace of mind, it should be flexible, it should be clear, there should be no ambiguity. You know, I belong to a certain group, and there was a day we spent almost the whole day arguing about contributions, because every day this person's father is gone, this person's mother is gone, so let's contribute. And when it comes to the contributions, the people would contribute according to the type of relationship they have. So we see that, Kojo's father is gone and somebody is paying 2,000, 5,000, and Alfred's father is gone and 1 cedi. People don't even pay. And one very wise person said that no one should live expecting people's contributions to take care of their transition and legacy issues. So people should do it themselves. So in my old school page, for example, every time we are contributing, some of the other pages, every time we are contributing, many people rely on these contributions from friends and family. Why is that no longer enough? Why should we re-strategize and do better?
Okay. I think you've already touched on most of the things.
Oh, sir.
So in as much as it's nice to get contributions from family and from old school classmates, it is not predictable. And funeral expenses are quite high. And if you are to live on people's contribution, it wouldn't even be enough to cater for these expenses. You rightly touched on the fact that Godfred loses his father and somebody contributes huge amount because of the relationship they have with them. Same happens in the families that we are in. So, did you also know that families are torn apart by virtue of some of these things? Yes, where we have somebody, contributing huge, or one family getting maybe 100,000 and the other getting probably 10,000, and they're like, we're all in the same family. Why is one getting more than me?
These days, if you go for the funerals, the different factions in the family will set up their body table separately.
Of course, that's what happens, So it's you can't predict. That's why you need legacy family. One other thing happens to be You touched on contributions here and there. Can you imagine when contributions are done and at the time you do not have money? So the little thing irritates you to the extent that you have every reason, in fact, 1,001 reasons why water shouldn't even be saved at a funeral just because you do not have money. So to address all these challenges, we are saying just have a legacy plan ahead. That's why last week we said let's start having that discussion now, so that when it happens, you do not fall on family contributions. Yes, they are nice, but they can be considered as top-ups and not the actual funds that you depend on to honor your family.
So tell me about the legacy transition plan. What was the offer and what makes it stand out?
Maybe I'll go first and then Emma can tag on. So the legacy transition plan is a funeral plan. What it's offering is benefits of up to 300,000 cedis at inception. So Kojo, you and Emma, they're established, affluent people. Your circumstances such that when the funeral happens, you have to spend about 300k.
We'll receive it.
Samuel, Dami and I, if we have 50,000, we'll find out it's there. So everybody can access it. So from 20,000 all the way through to 300,000 at inception, you can get cover. The policy is also structured such that the cover is not flat. 2022, if you had an insurance policy which was flat and the benefit was 30,000, perhaps it would have been, good enough in 2025 if that event happened. But in 2025, a 30,000 benefit cannot run your funeral for you. So you have premium escalation and benefit escalation so that it meets your needs. It's flexible beyond, your immediate family. There are people in the family. So you have senior brothers who are the ones who looked after you. You have uncles, you have guardians. All of them, you can bring them on board. You can, and then.
Is there a limit to the number of people I can put on my legacy transition plan?
There are no limits.
What about age limits?
It goes up to 80 years at inception. So you can cover people up to 80 years at inception.
Emma, what else does the legacy transition plan offer to your customers?
Okay, so aside that, he did touch on the 300,000 sum assured, which is something that Old Mutual is the only one offering in the insurance market. We took into consideration the expenses involved in that. Albert rightly said that it gives you the peace of mind. So once you're able to cover all the people, that are dependent on you, should something happen, it gives you that kind of security. You honor your people, your loved one in a more honorable way. You do not worry at the time where you're supposed to be, mourning and bidding farewell to your loved one in a more honorable way. So these are some of the things that the legacy planning actually does. He did touch on escalations. That's a big word.
To make it small.
Okay. So, escalation simply means there are times that inflation and other things shoots up, something it goes down. So we can consider some of these things. So 300,000 today will not be the value will not be the same 300,000 in the next 2-3 years. So we have, we consider all these factors in the premium and in the sum assured as well. So there may come a time where maybe in the next 2-3 years, the 300,000 may shoot up because of the escalation things that we have on them. And year in and year out, we do some adjustments as well. And then we also take feedback from customers on how the policy had fared. Based on the feedback, we also do some kind of update. We do revise based on the feedback that we receive. So, we are starting with 300,000. In the next 2-3 years, we may have it revised upward depending on what is happening in the market or in the economy.
You mentioned earlier that the age limit is 80.
Yep.
I just want to be sure because I know a lot of insurance or plans would give you a limit of say 60, 70, maybe at most 75. Yours is up to 80.
Up to 80, yes.
So if I have a grandmother at home who is like 79 and I've not planned and included her, Old Mutual will give me an opportunity to add this person to my legacy transition plan.
Yes, we will. No medical underwriting. We will cover that.
Okay, so how do we get access to the legacy transition plan?
Okay, so to get access to the legacy plan, what you need to do is to just dial *378 *3 hash. Let me *378 hash *3. Sorry, I keep missing this star and hash.
Let me help you. *378 *3 hash.
Exactly.
*378 *3 hash.
Yes. And for our existing customers as well who would like to see and access their policies, should also download the Old Mutual app. That is My Old Mutual app GH on either Play Store or App Store. And you can also send us a message on WhatsApp at 050-833-3537. 050-833-3537. Or you can also visit our website on www.oldmutual.com.gh. Yeah.
Let me help you. www. It's three.
oldmutual.com.gh. Yeah.
You know, one of my mentors, he always says that money stops all nonsense.
Okay.
Sharp. And he says when you have a funeral, the first thing is to take the receipt at the mortuary. If the one who has the receipt and is paying for that has a lot of control, and when you go for meetings and you have money, you can direct how it goes.
Exactly.
So look, I am a boy at the funeral for you to pick.
It's called influence and power.
Influence and power. Give yourself influence and power.
Yeah.
Give your dependents influence and power as well. Give your loved ones influence and power. Talk to Old Mutual. Get the legacy transition plan. And you can dial *378 *3 hash, and they will call you. Any final words, Albert first, and then I'll come to Emma.
Yeah, I think you've summarized it quite succinctly. When the event happens, you may have family who want to support, but the timing of the cash flow may not help them. You may have friends and other siblings who want to support, but the timing of the cash flow may not be there. Just take control in your own hands. Give yourself peace of mind.
Emma?
Okay, so for me, we've had a lot of discussions, and I think it's high time we now move from discussions to taking actions. And we've explained what the legacy plan is. We're expecting our cherished listeners to visit the various number or call the various numbers or WhatsApp us on the numbers that have been shared for us to run them through what we have. We need to start. We don't need to procrastinate. Let's start. In fact, we've already had a conversation. Let's start taking actions now. If you want us to come to wherever you are, we are ever ready. Whichever way you want us to contact you, just dial or just get in touch with us, and we would definitely come to you, help you plan adequately, and be on this legacy planning. Thank you.
And to get in touch, *378 *3 hash.
Yep.
You dial that, Old Mutual will get in touch with you, and they will help you. Next week, we'll be talking about practical steps to start building your own legacy. Practical steps here on the Super Morning Show. Emma, Albert, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And happy May Day to you and your colleagues. Great job you guys are doing. God bless you for visiting us this morning. We'll go for a quick break. We'll be right back.
The sun is up, spirits high, people everywhere. Yeah, the food is good, the wine is fine, people getting high. Yeah, mama here, papa there, the whole gang too. Yeah, everybody's dancing, celebrating all night long.
as the wet ones, not because we love the water, but because the water never lets us go.
This May, in celebrating Arise 2026 International Justice Mission in partnership with Image Bureau, April Communications and the National Theatre presents The Wet Ones, a story of pain, ignorance, deception, mystery, and struggle. For one day only, catch this theatrical masterpiece on Saturday, 2nd May at 4 p.m. at the National Theatre. The Wet Ones. Register for your free invite at www.imagebureaugh.com or visit IJM Ghana on Facebook, IG, and X. The Wet Ones. Directed by Derek Sawano. Saturday, 2nd May at 4 p.m. only at the National Theatre. Supported by Niplant Car Rentals, Graphic Communications Group, Joy FM, Hit FM, Joy Prime TV, and proudly brought to you by International Justice Mission.
When your safety is priority, don't settle for less. Choose the best. Introducing Titanium Security Services, the backbone of professional protection in Ghana. From residential homes to corporate offices, banks, warehouses, and special events, we deliver unmatched security solutions 24/7. Our guards are highly trained, our systems are cutting edge, and our response time is second to none. Find us right behind the Community 11 Police Station in Tema, a strategic location for rapid response and reliable service. Your safety isn't negotiable, so protect it with the strength of titanium. Call us now on 0509 338 555. That's 0509 338 555. Titanium Security Services. Strong, smart, secure, always.
A single spark that would ignite the fire of secondary education in Ghana. Cape Coast, 1876. Fantapum is born, and for 150 years, that fire has not dimmed. Walls and floors that made the giants who built our nation men of character, courage, and an unbreakable bond. Brotherhood that could only be forged in Kwabuchi. This year, the school does not simply mark an anniversary. We roar! Fantapum at 150, a century and a half of leadership, impact, and Genshaka takes the lead again. This November, the world converges in Cape Coast for the biggest gathering of legends. Hashtag Fantapum 150, proudly powered by KGL, Multimedia Group, and Margins Group, with stakeholder support from the school. The Lion turns 150. Kwabuche! Fantapum, our rock, our fortress, our might.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bit ever on Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 10 minutes to 9. You are listening to the Super Morning Show. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng. It's time to talk about a hospital which has served hundreds of thousands of people in this country. And the hospital is celebrating 100 years. I'm sure you are thinking which hospital I'm talking about. It's not what you are thinking. It is the one and only Princess Marie Louis Children's Hospital. And it's a key hospital because we always say that children are the future. And this hospital has been a key institution that has taken care of millions of children. They are 100 years old, and we are going to talk about it. I have with me in the studio Father Andrew Campbell. He's chairman of the advisory board for the hospital, and Dr. Mame Ya Nyako. She is the medical superintendent of the facility, the head of the facility. Before we get into the conversation, I have some very, very good news to give you. The Minister of Energy has posted online that all the generation units at Akosombo are now back online.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes,
wonderful.
I think this is a big present to all Ghanaians on May Day. So all the generation units at Akosombo are back online. So we are going to get a lot of power from Akosombo to keep us working and going. So congrats to the team once again for the work they've done. But Father and Doc, you are here. Good morning. How are you? Happy May Day to you.
Thank you.
Or I don't need to say May Day because you are working on the May Day. Father Campbell, it's been a while we had you in the studio.
Yeah, I was here a few weeks ago.
Yes, then I wasn't here.
No, you were.
But were you on the Super Morning Show?
I was on the show some time
ago.
Because
even it might have been a Thursday or a Friday.
I even remembered that I reminded Joy that I was going to celebrate my 80th birthday on the 27th of March, if you remember.
I wasn't here.
And Joy didn't come and take part in my birthday.
Don't
I
worry.
missed you on that day.
Don't worry. We will make good on that. It's not too late. It's always said that a birthday is celebrated the whole year. Mm-hmm. So we missed it in March. But we will celebrate you properly.
Good.
We will celebrate. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you, Father Campbell. And Doc, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
How is the hospital?
We are doing well by God's grace.
How long have you been working at Princess Mary Louis Hospital?
For about 18 years.
18 years?
Yeah.
Wow. So when you started working at the hospital was Father Campbell's age. 82 years, almost 82 years. Oh, that's good. And you are the medical superintendent of the hospital. How is the hospital today? What's happening at the hospital today?
Oh, today in particular, it's work as usual. We hope that it won't be too busy, but the staff are there to attend to whoever comes in and to attend to those who are already on admission. Yes. But however, we are here because we are going to celebrate our 100th anniversary in June. Mm-hmm. The hospital was established about 100 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, and it's served, like you said, a lot of children. And we are excited that we are 100. But like any other person, 100 comes with a lot of problems. Like a human being, as you grow old, you have some issues, some health issues. So I would say that our building and our infrastructure has some health issues as well, yes. But otherwise, we are fine.
And 100 years, what has the journey been so far, Father Campbell? What has the journey of the hospital been over the past 100 years?
Yes, I've been involved with PML Hospital for 50 years.
50 years?
I was transferred from Holy Spirit Cathedral to Sacred Heart Parish in Derby Avenue 50 years ago.
Wow.
I went there as a young priest. I was only 30 years old and I was green in every way. I never heard of Princess Marie Louise Hospital before this. And one day this doctor came to visit me, Dr. O'Doy, and asked me would I come and be part of the committee. I haven't left our committee past 50 years. So I've been with them for 50 years and I've seen great changes in the hospital. And, when I was transferred from Sacred Heart to Tema, my Archbishop, the late Archbishop Bando said to me, he said, Father, he says, I'm transferring you to Tema, but your two loves in life, still keep close to them. I said, Your Grace, my two loves, yes, he says, your love for the lepers and your love for the Children's Hospital. And it's true, I've kept up my work at the Children's Hospital and I've kept up my work with the lepers all these years. So 50 years I've been at the Children's Hospital. I've seen so many changes. I remember when I went there, the old building was built 100 years ago. Just there was wards, was it 4 wards on top, small wards on top, and there was the other building that's over beside it. SCC were building a new building there at the time.
Yeah.
So since that time, things have changed, and not only was that building finished, but then I also put in another building, the surgical block. So there's a lot of new structures have come in to help, because now we have 110 beds now, and we were able to take care of more people than ever before.
Yeah.
So things have changed.
There have been changes, but obviously the hospital needs more. If you look at our healthcare infrastructure, for example, we don't have a lot of specialist hospitals for children. So it means that Princess Mary gets a lot of stress and a lot of traffic. What additional improvements are you looking forward to? What help does the hospital need now to be able to deliver more excellence for the people of Ghana?
You want to answer?
Okay, so what we need currently is help for our building, because as Father said, we have a building that is almost 100 years, and we have another building that is about 50 years plus. And these two buildings in particular have cracks, we have roof leakages, and we need to redo some plumbing and also electrical wiring, because it's been there for a very long time. And in addition to that, we also need support in getting some equipment and maintaining them. Sometimes we get the equipment, but maintenance also becomes a challenge. And like you said, we get a lot of children coming from low socioeconomic background. So sometimes we have to actually pay for their care. We try and get them as soon as we can on the National Health Insurance. But before that time, if they come in an emergency and they don't have money to buy, the parents don't have money to buy their medication, do lab tests, we actually have a needy fund that we use to support these children in the acute phase, so that the parents can either look for money or at least get the child on the health insurance to take care of the rest.
So you need the existing buildings refurbished for you, but do you have more land for more infrastructure?
Currently, we don't have more land.
I'm asking because as a building technologist, for example, if you are going to do a total overhaul of the 100-year-old buildings, it may affect your day-to-day operations. And so maybe if we could build newer facilities and then take some time to refurbish the existing ones to keep the legacy, then you'll be getting expanded facilities to serve more people. That's why I asked about the land.
Behind the big building, there's land there, and it's just a waste. They sell charcoal, they sell all sorts of things. It's just, and I've looked for that land, but there's a problem, I think, with the family. So I've been to the ministry to see what could be done. But so far, we haven't been fortunate enough to get that piece of land. But we have to do something, because in 2021, the former Minister for Health came on inspection. I remember that very well. It was in January, and he came early morning, 8 o'clock, with his whole team, and they came for inspection. And they saw the condition of that building that was put up only 50 years ago, not the 100 years. The 100 years, it needs a lot of renovation too. You know, the roofing, the ceiling. But this other building is only 50 years old. And the pillars, the cracks in the pillars, the iron rods are shown, frightens me. You know, you go pillar by pillar by pillar, you see all the cracks there. And you see the roofing, the plumbing, the electrical, all of this has to be done. But nothing has happened. That's gone back to 2021. An assessment was done to see what is the way forward. But so far, nothing has happened. People come and assess this and assess that. But we're still in the same situation. When it rains, the floods we get, and the wards and one thing and the other, the roofing, you know, we're getting buckets of water. When the buckets, to see you get the water so it doesn't flood the wards. Something has to be done.
How is the hospital funded? Is it that you don't get annual funding for regular maintenance of your facilities? How do you fund your general operations?
From internally generated funds primarily. So government pays the salaries of all the staff who are employed by the government of Ghana, but the day-to-day running is supposed to come from our internally generated funds.
And because of the spirit with which the hospital was built, you also get a lot of needy people who come. So you have to always bend backwards and take care of them.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of stress on the hospital.
Exactly.
What can Ghanaians in general do with you and for you this anniversary period to bring you back?
We launched an endowment fund that we want people to, in the area, our neighbours, our businesses, our friends of the hospital. We have a Friends of the Hospital group to come and support us. That's what we're looking for, help. We can do it. We can do it. So we started, and we've collected 100,000 CDs.
Wow.
But we're hoping, with our anniversary on the 26th of June, it's a Friday the 26th of June at 10 o'clock in the morning, we have our 100th celebration. 100 years is a milestone.
It's a big milestone.
It's a milestone.
Yeah.
So we want to see, all the people around us, all our neighbours, the businesses, the banks, they should all come and support the hospital to help us to be able to renovate the places, look after and the cracks worry me.
If all the businesses around the hospital gave you even 10,000 cities,
this is a picture of
you'd get enough funding to do this. But how do people donate? There are a lot of people listening right now. How can we donate to your cause? If I want to send some money right now, what opportunities are there for me?
So you can donate through our PML Endowment MTN Momo account. The number is 053 880 8652.
053 880
8652.
Okay.
And you can use the short code 73492. So the Momo name is PML Endowments Fund.
I want to send some money to see whether it will be delivered, to see whether the code works. So I'm sending some small money right now to see whether it will work. It's 053 880 8652. And what's the name on the account?
PML Endowments Fund.
Okay, I'm trying to send from my bank, and it shows Mameya Adobia Nyakon.
Yes.
So if I see PML Endowment Fund, it is the same account. If I see Mameya Adobia Nyakon, it's the same account. Yes. Okay, so it works, people. The Momo number works. The short code works. I just donated.
Thank you very much.
You can also donate. Okay, I just donated. You can also donate to the Princess Marie Louise Children Hospital, so that the 100th anniversary will be a time of renewal for the hospital and a time of giving hope to future generations who would need the services of our specialists at the hospital.
Because when you think 2024, there were over 45,000 outpatients that came to the hospital. 45,000.
Wow.
And there was over 4,000 inpatients that year. I don't know the statistics for 25, but this is 24. So a lot of people come to the hospital for help. We have a name, it's a children's hospital, the only children's hospital in the whole of Ghana, to take care of our children with their various needs. And in the past years, formerly it was just malnutrition. People thought of the hospital as kwashiorkor. But now all the facilities for all different types of illnesses and the rest. Doctor can tell us what are the facilities we have there.
So we have general pediatric care, and then we have some specialized clinic for children who have conditions like sickle cell disease, asthma, neurodevelopmental problems. We have what we call the ARC clinic that sees children and their families who may have HIV infection. And then we have an ENT clinic, eye as well. And we continue to see children who have malnutrition. We also provide pediatric surgical services. So we have pediatric surgeons from Kolebu coming to operate there every Wednesday. Well.
Okay. Father said so far you've raised 100,000, right? I want 100 people listening to me this morning to donate 1,000 cedis each. So today we take the 100,000 to 200,000. And because at Joy we walk the talk, I am donating 1,000 cedis right now. So we need 99 more people to donate 1,000 cedis right now to the Princess Marie Louise Hospital. You can donate by sending Momo to 053 880 8652. 053 880 8652. I repeat, 053 880 8652. Let's support this hospital so that it can deliver another 100 years of care, kindness, good health, and hope to Ghanaians. Father, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I want to take this opportunity to commend the staff, that we are what we are because of the staff, the committed staff we have working at PML Hospital, working day and night, looking after all these children. It's not easy in the circumstances. So as a chairman of the advisory committee, I want to say well done to our staff, all the hard-working staff that we have there, that have done a great job, and ask them to continue that love of the hospital and the love of the children. So well done to our staff, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Father Andrew Campbell, Chairman of the PML Advisory Board, and Dr. Mameya Nyako, Medical Superintendent of the Princess Marie Louise Children's Hospital. Thank you for coming to share your story with us and your needs as well. We will do whatever we can to help you raise the money. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Joy FM, for supporting us.
We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, Workers' Day. What do you need to deliver value to Ghana as a worker? And then we also get into the BOG report issues here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
A platform has quietly shaped conversations, celebrated excellence, and honored the women building Ghana's future. The Ghana Female CEOs Summit and the Ghana Women of the Year honors have stood as symbols of impact, leadership, and legacy. This year, we raised the bar. For the first time ever, two powerful platforms come together for a two-day experience designed to inform, inspire, and celebrate. Day one, the Ghana Female CEOs Summit, a gathering of bold thinkers and industry leaders driving real conversations through keynotes, panels, curated masterclasses, and shared insight. Day two, the Ghana Women of the Year honors, a prestigious night dedicated to recognizing women making exceptional impact across industries. Taking place on the 7th and 8th of May 2026 at the iconic Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, Accra. For registration and more information, visit glitzafrica.com.
Every mosquito started run away. Oh, come on, tonton preko. Sasso, mi se come tonton preko. Oh, come on, tonton preko. Sasso, come tonton preko. Nani sham ne die, demo stronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
It's a no. Sweet and sour, saw your love, yeah. Why am I saying? So all those sweet words was just to play me. And yes, I'm strong, I'm a back, I'm a travel shake it, promise up on promise, not so over. Should have known you were too good to be true, promise up on promise, not so over. You know, do me when I do. Kwapena to my coma. Kwapena to my coma. Kwapena to my coma. Kwapena to my coma. I will make you suffer. Told me to count on you. So now you there on agenda. I bet on you. Got me craving single life again. Someone come take away the pain, so I can feel life again. I hate say you still there for my brain crying. Promise up on promise, not so over. Should have known you were too good to be true, promise up on promise, not so orgega. You know, do me well, I talk. Kwapena to my coma. Kwapena to my coma. Kwapena to my coma. Kwapena to my coma.
Music from In Your. Title of the song is Kwabena Timakoma. It's my latest discovery. This song I discovered this week by accident when I visited my colleagues at Hits FM, Kwame Dazi and Dorin Avio and Mr. Hagler. And I just playing the song and I loved it. So forgive me that I'm playing it. Menji Payobi, I don't even know the musician, but the song is just nice. The last time I had Payo, I was about 19 years old. I remember the musician who brought me the Payo. The way I chopped that money. I say, it's Workers' Day. Happy Workers' Day to you. Happy May Day to you. And Happy New Month to you. We are wrapping up the show with our conversation for the morning. So as a worker, what do you need to deliver to your satisfaction? What do you need to deliver to your satisfaction? What are the stumbling blocks in your way? What are the hurdles you cross every day? And how do you think we can remove them for you so that you can deliver better for the Republic of Ghana, for your employers, for yourself as well, and for future generations? We're also talking about the 2025 financial statements of the Bank of Ghana. I just checked the Bank of Ghana website again, and the statement is on the website. So if you are interested in reading the 2025 financial statements of the Bank of Ghana, the statement is on the website of the bank. So you can just go to Bank of Ghana, bog.gov.gh, and you can see that statement online. And we'll be talking to some industry watchers, industry experts, to get their perspective on this particular statement and where to go from here. Now, if you need fuel, make the smart stop at Star Oil, Ghana's largest oil marketing company. With over 240 stations nationwide, Star Oil gives you high quality fuel, great service, and real value for money. This is why many Ghanaians are switching to Star Oil. And with the Star card, you can enjoy safe cashless fueling and easy expense tracking. Wherever you go, choose Star Oil for your quality and affordable fuels. And what defines the strength of a woman? What defines the strength of a woman? Her creativity, her ability to multitask, or her leadership? Discover Obasima, Stanbic Bank's women banking solution designed for every woman in Ghana. Enjoy business incubation, China trade opportunities, and comprehensive financial and insurance support. Stanbic is here to drive your growth. Visit stanbicbank.com.gh or call 0302 815 789 for more information. Stanbic Obasima. Unlock your strength. And talking about Obasima, the Glitz Africa Ghana Female CEO Summit and the Ghana Woman of the Year Annis is taking place from the 7th to 8th of May 2026 at Kempinski Gold Coast City, Accra. It's a 2-day event. It will bring together distinguished leaders, industry experts, and change makers from across Africa under the theme Women Building Sustainable Businesses for a Resilient Africa. The summit will be on the 7th of May and on the morning of 8th May. And there will be keynote sessions, panel discussions, master classes, while the Ghana Women of the Year honors will take place on the evening of the 8th of May. Confirmed speakers and special guests include former President of Liberia, Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former Vice President of Liberia, Her Excellency Dr. Joao Taylor, Reverend Dr. Joyce Ayi, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ejari, Matilda Asante Siedu, Honorable Sylvester Mensah, Honorable Akwesi Oponfosu, Frank Edu Jr., and Ambassador Professor Abdul Razak, among others. This event is sponsored by KGL Group, Ghana Exim Bank, CBG Bank, with support from the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, Centre of Africa, and Def Traco Group, alongside media partnership from Joy FM. You can visit glitzafrica.com or you dial *713 *33 *708 hash on all networks to get your ticket. For inquiries, call 050-158-1266. And for corporate tables, activations, and group bookings, contact 050-938-8909.
Promise upon promise, not so all day. You know, do me when I Kwapena to my coma, Kwapena to my coma, Kwapena to my coma, Kwapena to my coma. I will make you suffer. Told me to count on you. So now you're there on agenda. I bet on you. Got me craving single life again. Someone come take away the pain, so I can feel life again. I had say you still there for my brain crapping up. Promise upon promise, not so over. Should have known you were too good to be true. Promise upon promise, not so okay.
It's time to talk about the BOG and the 2025 statement of accounts. And I've been joined on the line by Dr. Richmond Etuahine, a banking consultant. Doc, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you too?
I'm very well, Doc. Happy May Day to you.
The same thing to you. And work hard.
We'll work hard.
We are retirees, so you, the able men, work hard.
But you know the most interesting thing, when the young talk to the old and the young talk to the old talk to the young, it makes us better people. So when we get to talk to retirees like you with all your experiences, it makes us better. So it's good to have you on the show this morning.
That's good. Thank you.
Thank you too. Have you been able to? Have you seen the latest Bank of Ghana reports? If you've seen it, what are your initial thoughts?
I've seen it. I've read through it. I've examined it critically, and what I've seen is that the losses, they've increased their losses, and it looks like a bit worrying. But if you go into details and you find why it is, you would appreciate that it is a necessary evil.
If you go into the details of the losses, you would appreciate that it's a necessary evil. Now, let's talk about the gains before we even get to the losses. Can you summarize to us the headline numbers? What are the numbers telling us about the Bank of Ghana's performance for 2025?
Critically, if you take about three of them, I mean, the most important one, the currency revaluation losses, which is normal in foreign exchange transaction. When your CD appreciates against the US dollar or euro, definitely you would experience some losses there. And the second one is the OMO operations. If you want to mop up inflation, you want to get it down, you have to be aggressive to be able to do that. Through the OMO operations, that made them lose a loss of from 8.1 billion to 16.7 billion. And then the next one was the gold. And you know the gold problem, the calculation of gold and the challenges has ever been since 2021. So for me, it's not a new news to me. It means we need to sit down as a country and restructure the gold transaction, because the gold issues are also very important for the stability of the currency and the building of the reserves.
So we need to restructure the gold transactions. Any thoughts on the way forward when it comes to gold?
Well, what we have to do is that when the gold board is selling it to bank or buying from the clients, the customers, what rate do they pay for before it is sent to Bank of Ghana? That is where the losses come in. Because if you purchase it at, say, $11.1 today, and tomorrow you take it to Bank of Ghana, there will be a loss of about 1 CD or 2 CDs. And if you're buying in millions, then it means you're going to have that loss. So we need, and IMF has said it over and over again. They said it earlier in 2021, 2022, 23, that we need to sit down as a country to restructure the way these gold are purchased by Bank of Ghana through Gold Board. Because without it, to be honest with you, without it, we won't be reserves from where it was in 2022 to currently 14.7 billion. It's something we need to look at it critically as a nation, and we'll do it all so that we will continue to build up the reserves so that our currency can stand the shock of time.
Now, let's look at some other things. If you look at the income and expenses, we are looking at interest income increasing. We are looking at the gold sale gain, but you've already explained the gold dynamics that even though we sold gold and we made a gain, the net is a loss. So we need to restructure the way we deal with gold-related matters. But going forward, the Bank of Ghana has also increased its staffing. If you look at staffing numbers and operating expenses, it's gone up. Is that an area we should be concerned with?
I think looking at what Bank of Ghana, where they have positioned themselves as a central bank. I mean, if you travel to, say, South Africa, and you see the Reserve Bank, the offices, the edifices, and the people they have inside. I had a chance to go to the building, and you see these days, it's so much digital, and they have so many people working seriously. It is just not the numbers that has gone up. It's the quality of people who have gone in. That is why they're able to even sit down to calculate these losses instantly to tell us why it is. So for me, the numbers increasing is not a big of a shock, a problem for me, provided they are working to improve the whole system. And I believe they are doing it, because I had a chance to one time meet some of them, and you see these days more analytical data analysis, and you begin to appreciate that we need quality, and they having quality. So let us not dwell too much about the operational, the personal expenses. Let us look at the areas where we think we may have to improve.
We should look at the areas we think where we may have to improve. So let me take you back to let me take you back to the OMO related issue. So the Bank of Ghana played a lot when it comes to the open markets. And there are people who are concerned that should this continue, the banks would have very little incentive to lend to the real sector, agribusiness, SMEs, manufacturing. Is that a concern you share as well?
Well, anytime you go and you crowd out the business. But you see, we had a situation where inflation was eating away everything that we have. And Bank of Ghana aggressively, through the OMO, they created the 14-day. They created the 56-day. All these things to track down the inflation. So it is a necessary, let me call it, it is a necessary evil because inflation is terrible in every economy. So bringing down the inflation to 3.1, now Bank of Ghana can relax it. They will relax it definitely so that the private sector could have more money. And let me tell you, Bank of Ghana, the same Bank of Ghana had earlier on had the cash reserve ratio, which also retrieved cash from the system. I can assure you, by the end of the year, Bank of Ghana is going to revise the cash ratio to release more money into the system so that the private sector would buy. But what they did, let me say it, last year they spent 8.1 aggressively. And the last year, the inflation, don't forget, was 23.8. And bringing inflation down to 3.1, look, it is a necessary evil. They had to do it because we have been battling with inflation since 2022. And I believe that this strategy, we should rather maybe commend them. But as we commend them, let them begin to tend to relax some of the things so that the policy rate would have to go down. The reserves, the bank reserves will go down. They will slow down in the OMO operations. All this will release money to the private sector to grow. This is the time to grow. The economy, people say it has bounced back. This is the time for the economy to grow, to start growing so that we can see the resiliency in the years ahead.
Now, Doc, you say we should commend the Bank of Ghana. I'm not much of a finance person or an economist. I just read sometimes the headline numbers and it makes me worry. For example, the loss for the year is over 15 billion, which increased from 9.3 billion last year to 15 billion this year. So it's 63% worse. There's also a negative equity. Last year it was 58 billion. This year it's 93 billion. Okay. Now, if you also look at in the face of the losses, in the face of the negative equity, there's a 97% jump in key management compensation. And so we need to commend the bank. But we are seeing negative equity. We are seeing more losses. At what point does it become okay for these to be commendable as numbers that the bank is presenting to us?
Thank you very much. Very wonderful question. And I want to take you to what we call the historical antecedent. The reason why we shouldn't look at the figures as it is. In 2022, I'm going to make you a statement, and I made that statement publicly, and I'm going to make the same statement. I challenged Bank of Ghana when they made losses and they say they were policy solvent. And I'm going to quote, I'm only going to mention the name of a person who rebutted me. If you talk about policy solvent, any institution that does not have enough resources to conduct your monetary policy operation, including the OMO, you are not policy solvent. That is how policy solvent is described. Unfortunately, after we have destroyed Bank of Ghana by the DDEP, Bank of Ghana was left with basically no asset. So when they want to go to the market, Bank of Ghana would have to re-engineer and go through the OMO. Let me tell you, if Bank of Ghana had the government asset those days, I think 67 billion or 45 billion, they would have done what we call financial engineering to intervene in the market. But let me tell you, they had no asset. The DDP has eaten it away. But when people are speaking, they speak just on the basis of it. We should always know where we are coming from and what happened to Bank of Ghana. In 2022, the losses was 60.8 billion. 2023, it was 10.7 billion. It goes on and on because Bank of Ghana don't have asset. And the people were saying, oh, we are policy solvent. If they were policy solvent, this OMO aggressiveness wouldn't have come in. Bank of Ghana would have actually re-engineered some of the debt so that they can go into the market. That is the reason why I say it looks like an necessary evil. That's why I'm saying we should not, what you didn't let me to commend them. But what I'm saying that looking at the situation Bank of Ghana found itself from 2022, 2023, 2024, it would have been very difficult to intervene in the to actually go into the aggressive way of addressing inflation. And they have no other way to use the OMO. And the OMO is that you create a treasury bill, put a rate on it, people will come and buy, and then you get the money out of the system. You retrieve it, and that's why you bring them. That is where they said aggressively. Let me quote somebody. He said these two things, the reserves and the aggressive attack of the inflation, was a necessary evil. Other than that, we would not have brought inflation down, and we wouldn't also have built reserves. Today, few countries, maybe South Africa and other countries, have better reserve. And all these things affected what Bank of Ghana did. So that's why I'm saying let us look at it from historical antecedent, where we were and how far we have come. And this thing will continue, let me tell you, until we are able to restructure the Bank of Ghana. That's why the IMF was talking about the independence of it. It needs to be independent so that they don't go. Now they put zero lending to government, which is good. But we must also look at certain things that will help Bank of Ghana to come out. So other than that, next year, apart from the foreign exchange losses, which can be positive, where the cedi will stabilize and we will make losses, the other ones would always be there. But the aggressive monetary policy, including the OMO, will slow down, and that will release funds for the private sector. That is why I'm saying that it is a turn for the private sector to grow. And I believe Bank of Ghana would even drop the policy rate again so that capital will be cheaper for businesses and the economy will turn around.
Now, Doc, let's talk about inflation again, because you've mentioned inflation quite a lot. And now, even though the bank is structurally insolvent with a negative equity gap, what you're explaining and what I'm getting is that the bank is solvent on a policy basis. But with reference to this, the 200 Ghana cedi note alone, based on the data, accounts for 48% of all notes by value. And this is a bank that is trying to fight inflation. We've seen that denominations like the 50, 20, 10 have all shrunk in absolute terms. The bank is actively replacing them with higher denomination. Currency in circulation grew 17% year on year. How do we reconcile the bank circulating higher denominations while it's attempting to fight inflation?
Thank you very much. This is another good question. And I've explained this, I think, on 3 occasions to some of your competitors. The reason why the lower denominations are not being accepted, or the coins and they are not effective, is that we have what we call inflation that has lacked into the purchasing power. Let me give you a result. In 2022, if you have 100 cedis, you could have bought something 100 cedis. But let me tell you, the same 100 cedis today, with even inflation down, you cannot buy equivalent of that. That is the reason why you see that people are even saying that. That is the reason why they also have to print currency that will meet the current values of prices. And that is what we call the lag. The lag inflation has actually eaten into the purchasing power of people. So it makes it more expensive to just print the coins or the smaller denomination rather than to bring the bigger denomination. And I know printing this denomination, let me tell you, last 2 years, they spent about close to $1 billion. And they don't print the money in Accra. They print the money in the United States. I can tell you where it is printed. And when you go to Britain, they print the 100 pounds, 100 cedis in Britain and print the 200 in America. I can go and show you the building. The reason is that the monies are not printed here. But then because our inflation has been what we call endemic. Endemic means that it has eaten into our purchasing power for a very long time. So currencies values are becoming worthless, even though inflation is going down. Because your money has not been recompensated for the inflation that happened in 54, 23, and 10 and 5 and all those things. So inflation is what is causing all these problems. If they don't also print it, what would we do? Be able to let people do their work. So it is either you do it or you don't do it, but you need to do it as a central bank. It's one of your functions to print money in consonance with your current economic dispensation. And I've explained it. The dispensation, our economic dispensation has worsened in 2022, 2023, even 2024. It is only beginning in 2025 and 2026, you see inflation, but we are not going to see the real value of our money like that again. No. When anybody tells you that inflation has gone down, the prices will go down, at least when you go, ask your wife. I know, go and ask your wife. Anytime he comes from the market, what does he tell you?
Doc, I do the shopping too, so I feel it.
I know. I always have a problem with. I always have it with my wife. When it comes, say, "Get my idea," and I'm saying, "Yes, inflation." About now, me check it. He said, "This is how inflation is a dangerous animal. It's a dangerous. It's a cancer that has to be. That is why in other jurisdictions like UK, America, they make all the time that they fight inflation so that it doesn't eat away our current savings and future savings and purchasing power. So, my brother, they needed to possibly do that because the value has already been destroyed earlier.
Doc, I have a final question for you. Since we've been talking about energy, sustainability, and all those things, I remember when the Bank of Ghana released their policy on sustainability and joined all the banks and financial institutions to chart a path to sustainability. I was very happy about it. And so I was expecting that when it comes to electricity, water, and conservancy, generator running expenses and all those things won't go up. But if you look at the numbers, for example, electricity, water-related costs increased by 45%. Yes, there were tariff increases and all, but maybe the bank could have done better in conserving water and electricity. Generator running expenses increased by 44%. From 1.5 million to 2 million. When I do a back of the envelope calculation, the bank is buying at least 300 liters of diesel every day to run their generators. This is a back of the envelope average. Should it be a source of concern? The bank says we should be sustainable, all financial institutions. So I've seen a lot of the banks, Fidelity, EcoBank, CalBank, they're all switching to solar. The new bank hospital has, the new bank Square has solar, all right. But I was expecting to see energy costs and those things coming down because the bank is pushing for these things. Am I worrying over nothing?
You're worrying over something. You're worrying over, which is good to that you get worried. The reason why is that, you see, the head office will have the solar, but we have branches in Bank of Ghana, branches in Kumasi, Sevilla, Sunyane, Takoradi, and Tamale, and all those areas. That is where we need, as you said, maybe we need to look at the solar system to be able to put everybody on solar. But also, once again, you asked me a very pertinent question, and I'm very grateful for you. You said something. The numbers have gone up. The numbers, employees, definitely, you're going to get them, those costs go up. Those are what we call the variable costs. The personnel become fixed costs, and the variable costs will definitely go up. So I'm not worried too much about it. But I know they put in a system. I mean, if you look at their current building, if you go there, if you don't have solar or you don't have an alternative, and then with this thing that we have currently, you get stuck in the lift and you will never come back. So, I mean, we should all, as a nation, you talk about energy sustainability. It is not only Bank of Ghana. I mean, it's area yesterday, I think 3 days ago, one of your station, the Joy Business people took their time and did some analysis, and I want to commend them. Kofi and his team and Wilson Taki. They did their time and did energy analysis. And I saw that these guys are very good. Joy guys are good. And that is where I think we should be learning from them so that we don't actually apportion blames just like that. Because if energy is not there, water doesn't run. I mean, if you live at my area, when the light goes up, water doesn't run. So I need to have a borehole. I mean, how do I pay water bill and at the same time pay water, Ghana water? So when you say energy sustainability, it's a topic that should be discussed extensively, not only Bank of Ghana. It should be something that should be in the national agenda. The reason why I'm saying this is that this Doomso or Doombrand Doomco, it's been with us if you don't know, since 2014. It's more than 12 years.
Yeah.
Everybody comes and dances around it. And it's becoming an issue, an albatross, that as a nation should sit down, not only Bank of Ghana, the stakeholders should sit down and let us address this once and no more. Other than that, my brother, we'll talk about it today. Next year, you call me, we'll talk about it. If the Lord be with me in 10 years, you call me, we'll talk about it. It's a national issue that has to be discussed extensively, not only for Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana is trying to do his bit. But what about where they get their power from, where they get their water from? So that is what I would say for the time being.
My final question, and I'll give you 30 seconds to answer it. So headline numbers, negative equity, 93 billion Ghana cedis. It was 56 billion in 2024. We are sinking 60% deeper. Loss for the year, 15 billion Ghana cedis. It was 9 billion in 2024. it's become 63% worse. Omo bills are outstanding 93 billion Ghana cedis, an increase of 186% from last year's 32 billion. Currency in circulation 83 billion versus 71 billion in 2024. And the gold sale gain was 9.57 billion, but the gold for reserve loss of 8.8 billion is still on our books. Net contribution from gold was 0.6 billion, about 600 million Ghana cedis. In all these things, you say we are good, but we need to do more. Where do we go from here? 30 seconds, Doc.
I think thank you very much for another good question. I think I can assure you that next year, you wouldn't see the OMO losses as you've seen it. That one I can assure you. It's going to be relaxed. The policy rate will come down. They will reduce the credit cash reserve ratio. So more money will flow into it. They will not be aggressive because the inflation is down. They will not be very aggressive. So that will settle itself. And the IMF himself has told us about this gold board and Bank of Ghana transaction. As I told you earlier, as a nation, we should sit down and find an appropriate way that does not impact on the central bank losses. No, because after all, if one is making profit, gold board is making profit and Bank of Ghana is making loss. If you take everything into consideration, everybody is making loss. So let us sit down and restructure it in such a way that the losses do not impact on Bank of Ghana. Buy it at market price. Can't you do forward sales with it? Can't you do what you call the options? You put in the price, a fixed price, and you talk about premiums or discounts so that by the time you realize you'll be not at a loss. These are the things that needs to be done to support it. And then the next one is about the equity. Look, once we are not policy solvent, let me repeat the statement. Once we are not policy solvent, conducting even monetary policy without operation, and don't forget, refinancing, it will be very difficult. So the reason why in the years ago, when I said I was giving insult and they insulted me that I don't know anything. Once you're not policy solvent, begin to think about how you can be policy solvent. And you can only be there when you minimize all the losses, and also you are recapitalized properly. You're recapitalized. Currently, the World Bank said that IMF said we should recapitalize. Whether we are doing it strategically or not, I don't know. Until we get the Bank of Ghana to be policy solvent and able to conduct its monetary operations, including OMO and what you call the other ones, it will be very difficult. So all is not lost. At least all is not lost. At least there are two gains, very notable gains. The cedi has been stable. Reserves has gone up. Inflation has gone down. At least these three key indicators should give us hope that in the years to come, Ghana will be able to put back the good cloth he has. And the Bank of Ghana, and don't forget, we didn't talk about remittances.
Yes.
Okay, they didn't capture it. The reserves let me add it to it. Let me add it to it. You know, last year, we made remittances.
I don't have time, so let's do this within some 60 seconds, please.
Okay. What I'm saying, quick one. At least if you look at what they said, remittances have jumped from 4.8 to 7.83 billion. The notes were tightened. The boats were tightened. So all the remittances are coming into the system to support the stability. So for me, all is not lost. There is hope for Ghana, especially with the central bank. I believe if we do the recapitalization proper and they put things right, we will get back to a good point as it was earlier. So thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Richmond Etuahine is a banking consultant. He joined us this morning to share his thoughts on the Bank of Ghana's 2025 annual reports. This is on the Bank of Ghana's website now, so you can go to bog.gov.gh for more information. What I can promise you is that this weekend on Newsfile, we will be delving deeper into this annual report. Every single line, every dot, every cross, we'll delve deeper into it and, have the conversation on Newsfile. So don't miss it. Samson and his team will be on tomorrow morning here on Joy FM. I'm going for a quick breather. I'll be right back.
Because the West ones not because we lack the water, but because the water never lets us go.
This May, in celebrating Arise 2026 International Justice Mission in partnership with Image Bureau, April Communications and the National Theatre presents The Wet Ones, a story of pain, ignorance, deception, mystery, and struggle. For one day only, catch this theatrical masterpiece on Saturday, 2nd May at 4 p.m. at the National Theatre. The Wet Ones. Register for your free invite at www.imagebureaugh.com or visit IJM Ghana on Facebook, IG, and X. The Wet Ones. Directed by Derek Sawano. Saturday, 2nd May at 4 p.m. only at the National Theatre. Supported by Niplant Car Rentals, Graphic Communications Group, Joy FM, Hit FM, Joy Prime TV, and proudly brought to you by International Justice Mission.
We are wrapping up here on the show. So far this morning, we've brought you power updates. We've spoken to Old Mutual. We've spoken to Princess Marie Louise Hospital. They need your money. They need your contribution. 053-880-8665. That's 053. Just use the Momo Pay. It's shorter. The Momo Pay is 734921. 734921. Let's support the Princess Marie Louise Hospital. And we've also brought you some information on the Bank of Ghana's 2025 statements. Had a conversation with Dr. Richmond Echiahine. He says we can't. Basically, what I get from his comment is that we can't eat our cake and have it. So we can't want inflation to improve. We can't want the exchange rate to stabilize. We can't want this and want the others too. And with an economy that was in recovery, that is being stabilized, you'd lose in certain areas in trying to get the stability. But going forward, he foresees a lot of the negatives turning into positives. That's my conclusion from the conversation I had with him. Wrapping up on the show. And we have some of your messages here as well. This one says, good morning, Kojo. Happy May Day to you all in the Joy FM studios. I was shocked when a retailer refused to take 20 pesos coins, equivalent of 1 cedi from me yesterday. So she bluntly told me they are not used in that area. I replied to her that if this was in the UK, I would have reported to the police. Who is educating Ghanaians that it costs money to cut money? Nana in Spintex. So Nana, yeah. This message says, I'm done buying eggs. Yes, you are done buying the eggs. Can I come for an interview? Come. If you are listening, come. I have 12 more minutes. Come and tell me about your egg experience. Come. You didn't add your name. Come. Let's talk. And let's wrap up on the show. It demands, come and let's talk. Okay. Now, the future of mobility is Drive EV. They are not just selling electric cars. They are launching a movement. All electric, all style, zero fuel, zero noise. Drive EV helps you to cut your transport costs by up to 70% with the right electric vehicles right here in Ghana. And when it's time to recharge, they've got you covered with X-Charge EV. They are blazing fast smart charging network across the country. It's fully self-service, app-enabled, and growing fast across Ghana. So whether you're a smart driver, a forward-thinking business, or someone chasing sustainability goals and SDG success, this is your moment. So are you ready to ride the revolution? Drive EV GH is Ghana's #1 electric car company. Visit their showroom at Bema Hill on the Mahama Road. You can call 059-651-3056 or 055-413-6410. Drive EV GH. Drive into a sustainable future. Remember that the Electroland Ghana Limited at Chedie Kessie is still running. Buy Samsung, TCL, Media, Nasco Electronics anywhere in Ghana and from any authorized dealer or reseller. and go to register.electrolandraffles.com, enter the weekly and monthly draws, and you can win big. You can also dial *928 *8888# to enter the raffle. So buy your LED smart TVs, your split ACs, your blenders, everything. Samsung, TCL Media, and Nasco Electronics, anywhere in Ghana, and from authorized dealers or resellers. Electroland, rewarding your patronage the big way. Terms and conditions apply. Now, ECG wishes to acknowledge that there are pockets of unplanned power outages currently being experienced in certain parts of the country. And to address these issues, the government, in collaboration with ECG, has commenced the Transformer Upgrade and Replacement Program, which is being implemented in phases across the country. As part of this initiative, over 2,500 transformers are being installed across ECG's operational areas to enhance capacity and improve the reliability of power supply. They are working actively to solve the challenges for you as quickly as possible. If you have any challenges, be assured that the teams are working diligently to reach you. Please call them on 0302-611-611 to report any unplanned outages, and the staff will respond promptly to your concerns. They remain committed to the mandate of providing reliable and consistent power supply to all Ghanaians. I had a problem with my meter 2 nights ago. The meter wasn't connecting to the network, so I couldn't buy electricity. So basically, I called 0302-611-611 to report. They took my details, and when they fixed it, they sent me a text actually. So ECG actually does respond to your queries. Sometimes they're overwhelmed, but they are there working for you. Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. And they've introduced the online store for your shopping convenience. It's kingdomstoreonline.com. You can buy from kingdomstoreonline.com without physically going to any of their branches. It's hassle-free. They'll arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time, and they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is their hallmark. Obete, Yapon, we are going home, eh? Charlie, somebody has sent me an interesting message, eh? Somebody wants to know that the Omo I was talking about with Dr. Tuahine, is it the Omo we use to wash our things? No, it is not that Omo. Omo means open market operations. Open market operations. You know, the bank will buy treasury bills, do this. They are all classified as open market. So, enye the edisi niamano. Why? Kofi Joe. The edisi niamano. Okay. So, Kofi wants to know whether the Omo I was talking about with Dr. Chiahine is Omo that Bank of Ghana has spent billions to buy. But it is not. The Omo we are talking about is OMO. Open market operations. Okay? Not. Charlie. Yes. Anyway, I have some listeners joining me in the studio. But let me remind you that the Wet Ones is showing tomorrow, Saturday, 2nd of May at 4 p.m. at the National Theatre. If you got a ticket, please make sure you go to the National Theatre because they reserved your seat for you. If you don't go, you'll be denying another person the opportunity to see the Wet Ones. And so please go tomorrow, 2nd May, Saturday, 4 p.m. National Theatre, Wet Ones, brought to you by International Justice Mission with support from Knee Plans Car Rentals, Graphic Communications Group, Joy FM, Hits FM, Joy Prime TV, and proudly produced by Image Bureau, April Communications, and the National Theatre. Now, if you're a business owner looking for a smarter way to keep an eye on your shop, restaurant, office, or warehouse anytime, anywhere, MTN Business Eye is here for you. Keep your business secure anytime, anywhere with MTN Business Eye. It's a smart surveillance solution that gives you total visibility and control. It's powered by Wi-Fi, SIM connectivity, cloud storage, solar energy, so your security never sleeps even when the lights go out. Dial *5060# today and keep your business in sight always with MTN Business Eye. MTN everywhere you go. My big question for you today was, what can be done to make you efficient as a Ghanaian worker? What can be done to make you transformative, impactful? We've received some of your messages, and I believe a lot of you are still thinking through this. So this is not a conversation we are ending today. It's a conversation we are going to have in the coming weeks to see how we can create the right environment for Ghanaian workers. But I've been joined by A listener who has come to buy eggs and is coming to say hello. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Kojo.
Yes. What's your name, sir?
Eddie Mens.
Edward
Mensa.
Happy May Day to you.
Many happy, and we would love to see this day come and end. We the workers will pledge that we'll work and we'll work our hearts out.
Eddie Mens, what do you do?
I work with Trillium.
Trillium.
Yes. The Slim Fit Vena.
Yes, Vena water. So you work with
the Bigo biscuits.
You work with Abugri.
Yes,
you
Abugri.
work with Mame.
Sure.
Oh,
Mame.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Did you bring me water?
Some water.
We are
Vena
giving
water.
you eggs. Did you bring us water?
Oh, I bought it too.
How many crates of eggs did you buy?
Initially, I decided to come and just have a look and then get one crate. But I got there and I was like, the thing debut, so make I go 2. Then I went 3, and then I went 4, and then 5, and then finally I said, Charlie, do I'm 6.
Ade okoton ko si animeko.
No, fasibi ho. Me say me man 5, no they start. Na me anga say me keep one me honum na.
Oh nice. And it's been good for you?
Oh
Is
yeah.
it value for money?
Oh yes, looking at it, and the good aspect too is they have options whereby you'll be allowed to sort your own eggs, the type that you want.
In you because you can take because you
me buy na me see me pa boda ti almost say sadia aboda na say 50 with say one sorted dia and be 40 ti me hwa na me say no kumi preko told them I mean yeah sorting ti ladies omo na mo boa me na I sorted it ti at least my sorted dia makoma.
The yam is in traffic. The yam is coming.
I was looking around. I was looking around.
Yam, honey and palm oil. They will bring yam. They say me we juma mu enti me wi an makofa yam na ba na ma beton.
But me dem me here honey.
Oh, they are kasa we na. Me what the best honey. If you go to go to 635foods.com, you can buy everything you need from
right.
Mommy, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
How are you,
thank
Mommy?
you.
Happy May Day to you.
Same to you.
What's your name?
My name is Auntie Caro.
Auntie Caro. Why you shopping away?
Oh, me tonko shiana say Bairebi. Bani other things. In fact, Madame Fubina also me check mano. Or catch her say 6 o'clock.
My open market operation is getting problems. My open market operation for yam. The yam there is there. I have a warehouse full of yam. But because I had to come to work at dawn, I couldn't carry them. But the driver is bringing some yam.
Okay.
You can go. I'll deliver it to your house. Don't worry.
Oh, even if it's only 2 tubers.
No, the yam there is sold in boxes. So it's a whole carton for 250 cedis. 20 kilos.
But one yard. At least in case of breaky book. Na omo person mo try break the book. Na yam set 2-3 name
Bank of Ghana more 200 CD notes, 100 CD notes.
Of course, you know.
Yeah, trying to know.
3 people can purchase and not take one box. Nan ka yen try and share. You buy. Von you buy pa.
Auntie Caro, so where do you live?
Me Awudome.
Okay. And how has the experience been for you so far? Do you have your eggs?
Yes.
Are they nice, beautiful, healthy
They're
eggs?
nice. The lady was very helpful. She even did some selection for me.
Wow.
So that was nice.
So this weekend, is it ampesi with egg or jollof with egg? Or have you had palm nut soup with boiled egg in it before? You've not tried that?
I know they're meant to have yes, our combination.
No? Palm nut soup, and then you boil the egg and you put it in that you float it.
Oh my goodness.
A car power shape, no? You should try that.
Okay.
And so how much did you buy your eggs for?
40 cedis.
40 cedis a crate. Eddie, the same thing for you?
No, I went for the abode.
So you
I
selected?
Yes, I was given, and in fact I like that because when you get there on the table, you find the egg being arranged. But behind the scene, if you want your own, if you want to sort your own out, it comes at a price, but not that much. Still, you beat the market price. So I went for the big one at 50, and I went for 6 crates.
Okay, so what do you tell listeners listening to us right now?
For me, I'm on my way to Media to pick my car.
Okay.
But I was thinking that by the time I get back, now asa and as I sorted you. So I decided to pick a car and got here, and I realized that Sena America crowd, but the earlier the better.
Yeah.
It's you know, in fact, more Mumbai and more than Mumbra. Try and come and There's a lot of eggs, and the price too is very good. Honestly speaking, the price point is very good.
Nice.
But Kojo, after endeno, da bembium.
Oh, you know, we are working with the farmers. In fact, the month of June is our agric month.
Okay.
At Joy.
Okay.
We'll be working with the Federation of Association of Ghanaian Exporters, which is the umbrella body for a lot of the agric groups, to have an expo. We'll be talking about agric, showing you how to invest in agriculture. So this is not the last time. We'll be doing it eggs, chicken, rice, yam, potatoes, mangoes, everything. We'll be bringing you a lot of food to eat. And these are quality, export quality, and the prices are very low. You can count on us for that. Auntie Caro,
Yes.
final words.
Well, I think it's a good thing. So just as you're saying, please keep it up and keep us informed so that when it arrives, we will come and buy some.
And I want to apologize for not bringing the yam early. I slept at 2 a.m. I was reading the Bank of Ghana.
But don't you guys shouldn't forget to add some Kobe and then other stuff. Introduce those local things. Maybe yes, almost very no. Add some Kobe next time.
You know Kobe no. Kobe. Uchicha Kobe now chill on going more. Now the bomb and I say super cool. Uchicha and getting die super cool. Now they are chill and going no uchicha we now audio good. And I said we know Charlie.
Say uchia, unse engun bedo na odi ngune gu.
No, Kobe. I will say the ninth wonder of the world, especially Nenino. Would dear now ye Kobe Nenino kana Charlie.
What they cross you? Mami ati papa.
Anyway, it's a wrap. We are going. Auntie Caro, thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
It's always great to see the people behind the scenes who make our work have a meaning. And it's good to see you this morning. Take our love and our joy to your family and your friends.
Thank you.
Eddie Mens, thank you also for coming. Go and say hello to Abugri. I used to work with Abugri.
Oh,
I
really?
love that man.
He's a very nice guy.
And Mami, so say hello to all your friends at Chuelom as well for us. We wish you all the best. May God bless you. Keep supporting Joy. And you also keep giving you joy, love, and a lot of impact. Thank you so much. So let's sign out together. My name is Kojo Akoto Boateng.
This is Auntie Caro.
And my name